death, man, I'll show them off proudly, because they say everything you need to know about me. There's no cliche, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and my chest, my stomach, my legs for everyone to see. And everyone is me, not a one that means nothing. We have a tattooed president in Cardigan Junction. A function of my life that all the ink phases. As a dad and employee, I'll remain amazing, and it's never changing. You can mark my words, head off another question. Yes, it fucking hurts. Penetrate the skin. I'ma leave my mark. I put my heart and soul into this work of art. It was a rough start coming up, but now I'm back to push an ink spot. Served like I was slinging crack rocks. Money clip matches with the ring on my short jab. Mess with mine, make your noggin ring with my short jab. $60 minimum in ink, that's a short jab. Just a tip, baby, really quick, that's a short jab. Piercings and tattoos, get with this fat dude. Pushing ink and steel like a hurricane rap dude. The ink addiction is my money, making trap shoe. Getting from a scratch and makes sense like track boots. Get your money right, I'll make your skin right. I'm a beast behind the needle and a beast behind the mic. Food for the soul and I sow the seeds. The Minnesota Menace got what you need. Tattooed and employed, the pain fills the void. People always judging like the name was Sigmund Freud. Psychoanalysis, new wink, it's addicting. Everyone I meet, opinions conflicting. Down to the tat shop, Red Wing Tattoo. Everybody listen, here's a shout out at you. Lone Oak Tree, Harley Quinn and Batman. Nothing on my belly cause I'm kind of a fat man. I can sell what I do in life, you have no idea. Create a buzz around me, man, onomatopoeia. Piercings and tattoos, the song is spoke at you. It isn't no half truth.
Right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Chat. Hello. Oh, there's not even anybody in here yet.
They'll come.
They'll come.
I gotta post the link on.
They were, which I'm glad we didn't let anybody.
There's Death God with the host.
Japanese spectators.
What up, Death God? How you doing, brother?
But they could not. They had to wear masks. They could not yell. They couldn't cheer. They were just going to sit there in silence.
Where would you go?
There was no drinking. There's
Are
no.
they just going to like execute you on sight if you do any of those things?
So before we start, we're just gonna add a lightning bolt to the back here.
That's how you make the money, you know?
That starts up here, comes down and stops. Where do you want it to stop? Like right down here?
We could go pretty low.
You really want to go all the way down?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're cool with that.
I mean, that's your body, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's just stopped halfway through my body, right?
Sometimes I think about life and all the people I've lost. Perhaps I should reconsider my career as a tour guide. Yes, bro. Hey, that's a good one. So, every time Death God jumps in, there's the host, and then the joke. Death God generally has pretty good jokes.
Nice.
How you doing there, bro? Is that the bolt?
Yep, this one.
Alright. So, we're going to start.
If I need to touch the screen to keep it going, let me know.
And then the rats come, the rats eat the bodies, the kids eat the rats, because that's a hungry gather.
When you look at Venezuela, or actually look at Cuba, you don't think what you should see what it's like. I mean, when you go try to look at like what was happening in Venezuela during COVID, when it was bad last like March 2020,
Yeah.
you should see their hospitals. They don't even have electricity in hospitals or
Yeah,
power.
she said.
They don't have running water.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, she said that they don't have anesthesia.
And we're worried about
So she had
having
her-
internet to every
Yeah.
single person in the United States. I'm sorry, I don't get the.
She had to get her appendix out without any anesthesia, and basically, she said when you don't say goodbye to your family members, because to be honest, you don't know when you're
Right,
going to see
and
them.
I've heard that a
Because
lot,
they
even when people were living yeah.
Because they don't have any communication, they have no phones. The only way to get something to anybody is to literally write a note and leave it and hope that they find it. I couldn't.
I mean, when I was a kid growing up, China, when you were living in China, you were only allowed to
I was just about to say, hey, it did the thing,
Yeah.
but you were on top of
I
it.
saw it dim out of the
Like
corner of
a
my eye.
ninja.
Boom.
carry on the name things, but, this COVID shit, if it originated in China, if it originated in any other part of the world, the person in the country would be so responsible.
Yeah, I had
for death.
an old digital camera that I used to put on like a 16-second exposure, and I'd probably take like 30, 40 photos before I'd actually get one really good bolt in the photo.
Oh yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I am gonna make a couple of adjustments to this to straighten this out just a little bit.
That's fine.
But the branches and stuff will be the same. I just need it to ride the spine a little bit better.
Okay.
We actually factually, well, we lied too because we beefed the numbers up. They dubbed theirs down, we beef ours up, but I watched a special even when in Italy, what was so mortifying because it was all old people in these little towns.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'll let my flip-flops
so
fall.
sad.
I don't have to
Get comfy, my dude.
don't have to keep trying to hold them up with my toes.
Steps to get to
No, just whatever.
This reporter was there and they were in like hazmat suits and people were trying to bring food and stuff to these different elderly people in these little apartments. Oh my god.
I do not know what they're talking about over there, but it does not sound good.
So yeah, so she was saying,
Wow.
it was hard, it was really hard to
I wasn't eavesdropping. I'm not rude.
even her talking.
Look,
She lived.
they gotta call me out like that, you fuck.
I was earlier though.
See, Wilson, what the? I hate you.
Right.
Little girl.
It's there, yeah.
And so she's explaining, she said, I seen this woman who was still alive.
I wonder if Morlin and Surf are gonna figure out that I'm streaming your tattoo.
Outside of her
Do
body
they know?
because-
I could post it. Actually, I should. I should post it in the Discord.
And it'll just split, it'll break. The rats ate her eyes out of the sockets, and she's still alive.
Fuck is she talking?
Ate her eyes out of the
Like,
socket.
dude,
Chat, did you just hear that? The rats ate her eyes out of her sockets. Yo, I don't care who you are, that is a bad fucking day.
Sanitation and stuff happening in I mean, it's a real.
There's a story of a guy I know who was.
But when they used to implode buildings like
He was in his bathroom taking a shower, right?
out of the buildings,
And all of a sudden he felt something like drip down,
like 25 years ago, talk about that.
and it was like dark red color, right?
Okay.
And I think he said
In the downstairs,
I think he said he thought it was like some sort of like
it's more of a thing.
fluid. I don't know what fluid would be in an apartment that would be red, but he didn't think much of it, and then it started to drip through his ceiling more.
It was the neighbor upstairs decomposing.
Yes, they died and they were decomposing, and the blood was leaking out of the body and then dripping down into their apartment below them.
How did he not notice the smell?
I don't know, but apparently when they did go up there and they opened up the door, then it was rancid. But I don't know how you
That's
don't
just-
notice the smell downstairs.
Like, did the ceiling filter the smell? I don't understand how that can.
Not just stink to high hell.
Yeah.
I have no clue. You think the blood itself, yeah, would have had a stench to it.
She thinks that was a relative of her husband.
I mean, any blood that's been out for any period of time generally does.
And she knows, like, she knows why my mom is. My mom's the middle daughter, and then the other daughter, the older daughter. And she does not think that Penny is her daughter. And we're like, well, whose house is it? So sometimes I think she's crazy. Other times she is so crazy. It's so hard.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Maybe she does something, man.
All right.
It's so funny. And then she keeps calling me.
So now we have the lightning bolt on there.
Sweet.
And what I'm going to do for that is I'm just going to run over all of the lightning bolt with really light gray.
Okay.
And then I'm going to
Oh my God.
then I'm going to like tattoo the big portion. Because I don't want too much going on the lightning. I want it to be light for now.
Right.
Until later on, like if we decide to do your whole backup, like
So, yeah, it sucks. So my aunt retired early because she was like a year away. And it's like,
yo, I know this is fucking charged. Why does it do this?
so love was sold. So it's, you know, whatever. But
It's like I have to wake it up sometimes.
it's hard. And then they got her, like they go up north to this little Sherwood
It's trying to take a
place they
nap.
have up north. And so they got a ramp outside the door. They can wheel her ass out.
Excuse
They
me?
got her, you know,
It's trying to take a
car.
nap.
She's cool with going and stuff, but she was afraid to get in a go-kart.
Tired.
You know,
It's
like,
tired. It wants to
it's
sleep.
stuff that she never would have been like, you know, and it's so hard, and then sometimes she'll cry, and it's sad, you know.
Boom.
Like I'm wondering.
All right, I don't know what's happening.
He's
Not playing this game with you.
That's
Her ass will never go to.
that would be a concern, you know, you get to be overly like that, and now you're losing some of your mind.
Yes.
And people really take advantage of family members for whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, she says sometimes, I want to know where this box, that whole box, that she kept all like her spit on her face stuff or whatever. Yeah, she sold her house, you know, she's my aunt was in a fitness plan where it's big. It's bigger.
Sometimes.
And then my cousin.
Or so what would happen if you were tattooing someone and some germ accidentally got on the area? Well, we try to prevent that from happening.
We were leaving her, you know, she wasn't alone.
Burn like high hell.
It's too far away, she's in Northeast Minneapolis. So, anyway, so she moved in on a Saturday, and then the following Tuesday, so like 9 days later, all of a sudden she like, we thought she had a heart attack. She was like eating dinner out, and she just like sat forward. And we're like, oh my God, you go to the hospital. So either she got COVID at the hospital, or she got COVID when she did blood work like 3 days before. None of us had it ever when we had it. Yeah. And then they sent her home, and then instead of giving her the stuff that they were using that Trump used, I can't think of the name of it, they do the commercials on it sometimes, it's a long word. They brought her home, yes, heart, yes. So that was on a Tuesday, they sent her home Saturday, in like 6 hours, it happened again, and they went to the hospital, they gave her that stuff and she lived, but she just didn't walk. Yeah. And it sucks when she's in the hospital because she doesn't have a cell phone anymore, because we did have it, but she doesn't know how to use it.
All right.
She doesn't know how to use
There's Marlena.
the phone because she gets
Oh, hello.
confused. And so you're like, is she okay in there? You know, there's only one person to go in there a day.
Right.
The same person.
Okay.
So, and then she's like, we get her on the phone. She's like, I really like it when you come in. Like, you have to ask the nurse to give you a diet. You know what I mean?
Alright, here we go. This is all gonna be real quick, but it's all gonna be right on the spine.
You know, she watched my son for 3 years.
And I don't know how bad that'll be. We'll find out.
She was so good with it.
Find out right now.
Yeah, my grandmother had just passed away, and so he gave her a job.
Oh, that ain't too bad.
So it was so nice
At least not there.
to go to work and not have to worry about anyone, you know, not taking care of him. So she'll still talk about Jake, but she does not know her daughter. It's kind of funny in a way, but it's not. Yeah. Yeah. And then my cousin's a nurse, so she lives, you know, she lives there, like I said, she has a place downstairs, so, she doesn't go in to get these blood work and stuff anymore, that she has to do, she has like, her, you know, she's old. But,
Chat, you can't really see what I'm doing right now, but that's alright. It'll be
it's crazy that
quick.
Like, I don't, if this thing ever would happen, I don't think she would have, I think she still would have been like she was previous, you know? She's in the
So the lightning bolt, it said struck by lightning. So August 15th,
That's when.
yeah, of 2002. I used to work out at the international airport, and I was an airline refueler out there. One morning I was working and a storm just randomly popped up, and if there's lightning within 10 miles of the airport, they have to shut the ramp down for a minimum of 15 minutes. And that's just because obviously you don't want anyone outside or anything, and it moved in so fast, and lightning was striking really close to like the big fuel farm that we have out there, where we hold some of the fuel before it gets pumped underground.
Not a great place.
Right, and so I was actually taking my fuel truck and I was parking, and I was gonna run in, tell them like, hey, the fuel system needs to be shut down now because it like just struck by our fuel farm. And I parked my truck and I literally only had to run probably 50 yards from my fuel truck to inside the building. And as I was going in, I felt the hair, on my arms and neck and everything stand up.
Oh, that
And the
icky premonition.
yeah, like the first thought that went through my head was like, oh fuck.
Because you've heard this in stories before.
Right, like
no.
shit, you better take cover if your hair stands up. But before I could even finish the thought of oh fuck, like I got cracked right on the top of the head. And it felt like someone punched me so hard, and I blacked out from it. I didn't fall over or nothing.
What?
Yeah, I didn't fall down, no nothing like that, and like I came to like in this weird frozen position of like half
Your
hunched and
muscles
whatnot.
were all
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
solidified. I'm laughing, but it's horrible. It is
no,
horrible.
it's
I'm
hilarious.
sorry. It's hilarious, he says.
And so I was standing there, and it was like it felt like my body did like a 24-hour straight workout. Like everything was stiff and sore, and I was like, I couldn't believe if it just actually happened or not.
Well, one, you're alive. So
Right.
You're like, what? How?
Right. And so I go into the building, and I go up to my supervisor, and I tell him like, I think I was just struck by lightning. I was like, no. I'm like, no, I'm serious. I think I just got hit like right on the top of the head. Like I'm hurting, like bad. Like my muscles are hurting and everything else like that. And he's like, oh, you probably just heard the crack from it. It probably just startled you. And luckily another fueler was in his truck pulling into the parking lot and saw it happen. And so he told like our supervisor, like, no, I actually saw Tanner get hit. Like he got hit. And so they called the ambulance out, and they did an EKG, and of course that was all messed up.
Yeah, because
And,
you're charged right now.
right.
It's got to be fucked
Right.
up.
And so then they're like, well, we gotta hospitalize you, of course. So they take me to the hospital, and meantime they're trying to get a hold of my mom, and they can't get a hold of her. And so they get a hold of my younger cousin at the time. And they let him know, like, hey, let Tanner's mom know, that he's in the hospital being struck by lightning. So my cousin finally gets a hold of my mom and tells her, Tanner's in the hospital, he got struck by lightning. And my mom is thinking, like, yeah, right, like, quit joking around, why are you calling? And he's like, because Tanner,
not a joke.
Right, Tanner got struck by lightning, he's in the hospital. And she still didn't believe him, and so he kind of finally be like, when do I ever call you just to talk to you? Like, I don't. Not that he was trying to be a dick or be rude about it, but like he'd have no reason to just call.
Right there.
It would
like,
be like no reason for
why
him to
would I
just
do
randomly
this?
call and talk to her, right? And so then she obviously finally believed him, and gets to the hospital, right? And they just kept me for a night, and the next day was still kind of. it was calming down and whatnot, so they released me. But I did end up with an added heartbeat from it. So I get like, I don't know what they call that, but it's like a third heartbeat every so often. And my sleep pattern was really messed up for like the first month.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it was as if I would like sleep for an hour almost to the T, and then I'd wake up, and then I would toss and turn and fall asleep for like quite literally an hour, and then wake up. And so sleep pattern was weird, restless limb syndrome, that like my legs can't sit still usually for a very long time. Gotta sleep with like a body pillow and whatnot. And for a while, like if there was pressure changes in the air, I would know it. Like I wouldn't have to look at the radar or anything, and I could be like, a storm's gonna hit us in like 3 hours, and everyone's like, no, and I'm like, no, I'm serious. Like my neck is killing me. I'm getting migraines, and we'd look at the radar, and like sure as shit, out in South Dakota there'd be like a nasty storm heading this way. And that kind of subsided a bit. It's not as bad. I still have like the restless limb syndrome, and there's certain things that I think are attributed to the lightning strike, but there's no way to prove it.
Like what?
Like random migraines now and then, or
Check the barometric pressure.
Yeah.
When you get a migraine, because that's how I know when there's
right. And so that's kind of what I've been doing, and other times where it's just restlessness happening. Sometimes like just not being able to find the correct words, or like I noticed on the or the left side of my face, it seems a bit droopier than the right side of my face.
Really?
Almost as if I had a stroke in the past without having a stroke. And so like that's one big thing I kind of noticed too, and then I obviously looked up online, and I saw like 85% of lightning strike victims, or more than that, or it might be like 95, usually survive it. And out of that 95%, like I think it's 60 or something percent don't show physical signs of being struck. So I kind of lucked out, but I was planning on like bleaching a spot in my hair like white, so that way when I'd go into work the next day I could be like, look, that's where I got hit, and joke with them all and everything. But my supervisor still tried claiming that it didn't happen, and it was like there was an underground fuel tank that had a vent sticking up that we'd use to like fill our trucks up with gas and whatnot, and that started on fire, like that vent. And it's like, if it didn't strike right next to me or hit me, how would that start on fire? Like, it's not going to just start on fire out of the blue.
Yeah.
And then the fact that luckily my coworker saw it actually happen. Otherwise, I don't think they would have bleeded me and sent an ambulance out or anything.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, so was definitely afraid of lightning for a while. Like it was to the point where I sat in like the middle of the room. I didn't want to sit near outlets or anything, just because I was like, you hear the stories of like lightning striking a house or something, and it goes through the outlets and stuff. And so to kind of get myself over the fear, because I've always loved storms and I've always loved weather, and I follow it left and right. And so I started taking photos of it. I have no clue. But yeah, so I started taking photos of it because I was more concentrated then on the camera versus the storm that was happening. And I've captured so many different photos of lightning that I love, and so that's why I was like, it'd be cool to get an actual photo I've taken of a bolt and get it on my back. And then the angel dragon part just kind of came in with it.
Well,
obviously,
the design certainly was a challenge.
Yeah.
But once I figured out how I wanted to go about it.
But it looks so cool. Turned out way better than I ever pictured. Like, take the thing that I think would be the best picture in my head, and you did even better on that.
That's the goal, at least.
So, and then it's like, obviously I have connection with like Angel and Dragon. I have it on the sides, whatever. And to me, it's just like a good balance of the two and the energies that they mean to me. And
Right.
so, and I kind of view the two differently than most people do. Like, for me, dragon is more a teacher and kind of pushes you to go outside your comfort zone and to learn from things of life, while angel to me is more protector and warrior, and people would probably think that it would be the other way around, and so it's kind of why the two for me stand out a lot.
I don't know that I'd see it the other way around. I can
Yeah.
I follow that train of thought, actually.
So, and it's just like the both of them together just mean a lot to me as far as my spiritual connection and how life's been going. And
I mean, dragons are supposed to be a sign of wisdom.
right.
Because they lived for so long.
Mm-hmm. You know, and like we were talking earlier, it's like you definitely don't want to mess with dragon.
No.
But, you know, if they're trying to teach you something, if you're not learning the lesson, it's one of those where they'll kick you off the edge until you realize, like, all right, I better start listening to what's being said or what's being told or what's going on in life.
Dragon lore is actually fascinating.
Yeah.
And everybody, like, dragons have been a little bit widened over the last, like, 20, 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
But, with people taking their own creative liberties with them.
Right. And I think that's kind of how it should be, you know.
Yes.
You know.
But, like, the original lore that everyone built on was, like, pretty fucking interesting. Especially for the times that they came from.
Right.
Kick you off the edge of the flat earth. Yeah. Darn flat earthers.
Oh my god. I've been so busy, I haven't been following some of that stuff lately, but I've been hearing there's really good debates out again. And there was one guy a while ago who apparently said that inside a wind tunnel there's no gravity.
What?
Yeah, and I wanted to be like, I wish I would have been there for that stream, because I'd have been like, dude, I work in a wind tunnel. Like, how do you think I stand on the net while the person's flying? Like, gravity holds me down onto the net. There's not magnets in my shoes. There's not weights, you know, or anything like that. Well, even if there was weights, if there's no gravity in there, the weight wouldn't matter.
Yeah. I was just having a conversation about that because of the physics of a video game the other day.
Yeah.
Where a person's starship was moving slower because they had harvested a bunch of materials. And I was like, but you're in space.
Right. It ain't gonna matter.
And he was like, I know that, and you know that, but the ship doesn't know that. And I'm like, okay.
Right.
It's just the cultural differences that in this day and age, you see how some countries are so different.
And that was Starbase
Okay.
that he was playing.
That's too funny.
So we'll see if they fix their glaringly defective physics. There's also air brakes.
Air brakes for space.
Yeah, they're not reverse thrusters. Air
Air
brakes.
brakes. Because you
So if
got to
you-
create drag in a dragless medium.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if you let off of your accelerator in space, your ship stops.
I mean, they control what
That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense at all.
I'm watching my dude Rotomon play this, and I was like, he was like, yeah, this is a little weird, and he just stops, and I was like, I'm sitting there like, what was weird? I was like, why'd you stop? He's like, I didn't, but I did release the accelerator, and I was like, so you magically lost inertia in space?
Right.
And he was like, yeah, that's how this works, I guess. And I'm like, Alright, somebody didn't do their homework when they designed this.
I was gonna say, well, I guess graphic designers aren't, like physics professors, so. But you should still know the basics. Come on.
I feel like they did it on purpose to keep the fuel system worth being a system.
Yeah. Well, and then
But
maybe
even
just to
at
keep the
that-
game slightly easier, so you don't have to think about like, okay, now I
No,
gotta
because
do.
it makes it harder. Because if you could just set yourself in
I
a direction
suppose.
and coast,
I suppose, yeah. That is
you know, and honestly, like turning in space is a huge problem. If they let you coast and then you turned, you tried to turn without the right propulsion systems firing, like all you would do is set yourself in a spin on damn near the same trajectory.
Right, exactly.
So like I think they did it to not have to calculate all that. So it makes like the travel easier technically. I don't know. I don't like the way it's
But with computers nowadays, you think that there's like some sort of like code or something that would automatically just kind of do that, where I don't know.
I don't know. Like there should be some standard physics that make sense, and like I'm sure they're built into every fucking engine that's made now.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna get Bethesda's engine or Unity or fucking Creation engine. It's not gonna not have its own world physics built in. I don't understand how it even could.
When you used to say, "Oh my God, you're so old," now it's like, "Okay, I'm the old one." I still say though, I was one of the.
I don't think it'd be that hard to
What's that?
I don't think it'd be that hard to come up with software that would just.
It's not.
Right.
You for trajectories and stuff like that. Like you set a variable, and then you set, like it's all just variables. And once your trajectory is set, the variable doesn't change, so you don't change. The only variable that changes is your position along said trajectory.
Right.
So that's just +1 or plus whatever your travel speed is to add on. Like it's you just every tick move that space. Like it just.
Wow, it was expensive.
I don't know how else to explain this. 'Cause
I mean,
I'm not
it's-
super
you're right.
good at.
Well, it's no different than like Flight Simulator, how they can get it with, if I roll the airplane without adding rudder, it's just gonna roll. It will eventually turn, but it's gonna be like what they call a slip or a slide or whatever, and so it won't be much harder to do it space based.
I just feel like games that ignore physics that are trying to be spacey
Right.
are missing the point of being a space game.
Agreed. Yeah, you can't have it be a space game and not have the physics of it behind there and how it would work.
Like I don't want you to sacrifice the feel of the game being space-like just so one of your in-game systems works better. Like that to me feels like a cop-out.
It's lazy.
It is lazy.
I know. It was gonna be on a Saturday. It was like, oh my god, this is gonna be like so awesome. We'll have people drop us off and pick us up. And like it starts at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
We have to make sure we can make it through.
Right. Gotta pace yourself.
Very much pacing.
This was actually
And it hasn't gotten super good reviews as of late either, so I guess
Minnesota.
Oh my god. Is
And
that like on
kinda
the same cloud?
Yes,
Yeah.
brand new
Fucking
venue, $11 million
serves them right.
outdoor venue called The Ledge. It's actually really fucking sweet. It was cool.
It's kind of like the cyberpunk fiasco too, right? Like they wanted to put it out because people were wanting it, and so they put it out before it was like actually truly finished. Isn't that how that worked?
every game comes out with this early access shit now.
Uh-huh.
And like, don't get it wrong. I like the fact that there's a lot of games that I'm interested in that I can get my hands on early.
Mm-hmm.
But one, people have to remember it's early access. It's probably going to be a couple of years before the game is running the way they want it to run. And then two, you can't put out an early access game and expect people to pay a AAA price for it,
Right.
which a lot of companies are starting to do, and it's not okay. We're not having it. And a few of them are getting away with it right now, but in not too long of a time, everybody with their extra COVID money, it's going to run out.
Mm-hmm.
And all of these companies are going to be like, oh, where'd all the money go? Yeah, it's done now. You sold your product too soon. Everybody's seen it. You didn't dazzle anyone with it, and now nobody's buying it.
What do you think that their mindset is with that? Do you think that it's like they're thinking, oh, people are going to pay this premium because they want to say that they were the first to try it out when they were still in development of it before it got like to its final stage? Do you think that's kind of what their thoughts are on it, or?
Yeah, I think a lot of that is gambling culture.
Yeah.
What's happened is they've turned beta testing into a gamble. You'll have a studio that comes up and says, hey, bet on us, get in early, we're going to make a game and it's going to rock. And how many times have you done that now and the game hasn't rocked?
Yeah.
Cyberpunk is a different story. And I'm going to be completely honest. There were a lot of people with a lot of problems with Cyberpunk. I wasn't one of them. I didn't have that many issues. I really enjoyed the game. I would buy that fucking game again. Like, everybody so mad about it. I mean, I get it, be mad, I guess, but it wasn't a bad game, and anyone who actually gave it time and played it will tell you that. A lot of these other people are just like, they tried it for 10 minutes, and they were like, yeah, there's too many bugs. There really wasn't that many bugs if you played on PC. The people on console, y'all got a fucking right to be mad.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
But PC players that were like, yeah, it was garbage. No, it wasn't. You don't know what you're talking about. And with CD Projekt Red giving us so many good games prior to this, and people just writing them off now because one game had, not gonna say I'm not gonna not call them major issues because they were major issues. But to write them off and be like, nope, we're done now. Like, if who made No Man's Sky? If No Man's Sky can fucking come back from something like that, CD Projekt Red can most certainly come back from something like that. And they weren't ready to put that game out in the first place. They got pushed into it. And it should have been learned. It should have already been learned.
Mm-hmm.
Not to do that. It should have been learned from the company that made What's its fuck?
Oh no, what is its fuck?
The. Oh. Why is this just on now? I thought I turned that function off. Oh my god, I just said the name of the game. The Planet game.
Oh, Space Star.
No, not Starbase. The other one, the Discover Planets one. I guess Starbase, you discover planets too. There's a lot of space games coming out, I guess.
That's like mini tour stuff. It's crazy. I mean, how old is he?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
The one who just did the really big comeback.
I know, right?
I heard you say it, but I don't remember what it was.
Crazy. I was on the
No Man's Sky. What's the company that No Man's Sky that made No Man's Sky?
I think they went down to 3 because before it was like 40, whatever. So they have bands starting at like 3, so they got
Thank you,
like,
Morlena.
the big one.
Apparently I cannot brain today.
Oh my god, that's
Does not bode well for Tanner's tattoo. Like, I fucked up 3 lines already. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
No, whatever.
Oh, whatever. You what? You don't believe me? You calling me a liar?
I know you're a liar.
I'm gonna. Damn. Tanner's being mean to me.
like, oh my god. You know, I love them, but they should not be doing this with themselves. Yeah, some of the bands, the bands they have there, I'm like, oh my god. Like, they're 70s. And I love it. Like, Sammy Hagar is like, what is
God damn, that's looking good.
And so is Bill Clinton. And Sammy Hagar looks like, oh, Bill Clinton looks like, you've led a shitty life, Bill. Sammy Hagar is, you know, living in Cabo with, you know, a rock star in it. I've never seen the Rolling Stones. Hey, yeah. That's always a thing.
Kind of looks like a baby wet.
Oh, yeah. And then the other guy, too, I can't what's his name? Yeah, they're like 70. I mean, my mom's 72. I'm like, Mom, they're way older than my mom. I mean, mom and dad are like, yeah, my mom's 72. They're 72, my mom. Yeah. Now concerts are, you get a plan of the year in advance, it's $100 and some, and you know what I mean? Stupid.
Oh God, no.
What?
Just tell me that you're gonna ink Daniel Pratt's face on the angel if I'm mean to you. Well, I could tell people.
I wasn't.
I could tell people it's PhD Tony. Same thing. Someone who's really smart there.
That wasn't the plan until just now. And Tanner's been mean to me twice already.
That's right. You're stabbing me thousands of times with a needle and ink.
Yep.
There you go. PhD Daddy. So PhD Tony, I call him PhD Daddy because I did a video for Johnny O the Plot Hole, and it was on self-image issues. And so what I did is to make PhD Tony and this other guy, Bella Charge, feel okay. I did a headstand, so that way I could say, oh, I'm speaking Australian to them because I was upside down.
Ridiculous.
And I said, who wouldn't love a PhD daddy? And so now I just call him PhD Daddy every time I see him in a stream.
So there are the same people that open up the hog in the head in Albertville. That's their friends are. So I still haven't.
Shiny pants.
But
That's such a cute, and I like, you know, it's so hard to go to a restaurant that are like, you know, and just like those food services food, you know. Yeah, so many of them are. We went to this little barbecue place in Nova yesterday called Jelly Beans and Julia, and they do like ribs and smoked stuff, and it was so good. We had 2 girls on there, which is kind of cool, you know, and yeah, it was really good. But I mean, some of
See, now I'm gonna have to invest in mesh shirts.
So he said, in this year,
Cause how else do you show this off to people? Just walk around shirtless all the time, dead of winter.
Yeah, stripping in public. There's ways, man. Remember, men can take their shirt off in public.
Free the nipple. This is so stupid.
Man, I'm not even gonna.
Just wear suspenders and no shirt. There you go.
Like a fucking Chippendale
They're
dancer.
right.
I can't think about Chippendale dancers without thinking about Chris Farley dressed.
Oh
as
my
one.
god, I love that skit so much.
It's impossible for me.
Mm-hmm.
Every time anyone says Chippendales, I'm like, Chris Farley. He was gold.
That was amazing.
Pure gold.
He was.
We miss you, Chris.
Yeah, he was by far, I think, like the best person ever on that show. Like when he did Matt Foley. I'm 35 years old and I live in a van down by the river. The other good one too is like there was morning talk or morning coffee that they were going and I can't remember, it was I think it's Sherry O'Terry and Will Ferrell are the hosts, and he's like the stage producer. And they get talking about Will Smith, and he's like, yeah, I ran into Will Smith over the weekend, but they don't hear him. And so they kind of keep going, and he's like, yeah, I ran into him over the weekend. And they're still not, like, paying attention to him, so finally there's one other time where it gets brought up. And so then, like, Sherry O'Terry's like, when did you run into Will Smith? When did you run into Will Smith? And he goes, over the weekend, you stupid bitch. And then their faces just like drop dead, like, what did he just say? And then he kind of like sits there looking like, oh shit, I just said that.
On
like,
air.
Yeah, you know, whatever. But it was like the best, the way he delivered it, and the best line ever. It was just like, over the weekend, you stupid bitch.
Man, Chris Farley, dude, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
And I know that was a long time ago now, but I feel like we're all still feeling it.
Like anytime you watch something of his, it's just gold. It never gets old.
What's your favorite Chris Farley movie?
Oh God, I mean it's the classic Tommy Boy in there.
one.
Yeah.
Even though, honestly, I hate David Spade.
Yeah, I'm not a big David Spade fan.
The
but
only
they did work
reason
well
I
together.
watched anything with David Spade, I don't like David Spade then. I don't mind him now. But the only reason I watched anything that had David Spade in it then is because he was with Chris Farley.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was the duo.
Yep.
Just like,
Adam Sandler.
no.
No.
The dude that's always with Will Ferrell.
John C. Reilly.
Yes, John C.
Yeah,
Reilly.
yeah.
I fucking love John C.
Love John
Reilly.
C. Reilly.
I feel bad because I couldn't remember his fucking name. Sorry, John. Because I know you're out here watching the stream right now. I apologize. What kind of shit would it be if somebody named John C. Reilly was just like, well, fuck you too? Like,
They're accepting Bitcoin, so that's their class. Yeah.
It's super sad. There's this little younger theater in the house, and I think the two guys that owned it, they like were doing it like ushers, and they bought it. And then they made it into like the nice one with all the. I know, but then this happened. Like they converted all
the only movie that was
free of like buying
those two that I really didn't like was Holmes and Watson. That
I haven't seen that one.
the biggest pile of shit, and it's because I have some fucking respect for Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm a sapio, so I like brains. And Sherlock Holmes' brain, the way it works, is fascinating to me. But the way they made them act in that movie, they tried to make Sherlock Holmes their dumb humor.
Uh huh.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
I was not a fan. I was not happy. I was honestly super disappointed. And it just got worse as it went.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Well, it's like I love Columbo. Like you're talking about, like Brains and Smarts. Columbo, the old detective shows.
Yep.
Oh my God, he's brilliant. Makes like any of the suspects make them believe that he's just like this stupid, dumb detective. But the way he words things or says things or asks questions, like he's catching them in a trap purposely, and they have no clue because they think he's just this dumb detective. And that's one show that I like. If I was to watch classic TV, I love watching Columbo.
I don't think I've really given Columbo a shot.
It's weird too because it's not like a normal television show. Like some of them will be an hour long, some of them are 2 hours long. And
Episodes of Columbo?
Yeah, and I don't think they were. I don't know if they were regularly scheduled or something like that because it is very bizarre how it's set up.
I'm pretty sure it used to be a regular TV show. Like, it was syndicated.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was. Yeah, but I'm not sure like if it was typically scheduled or. But yeah, some episodes are a bit longer than others, and it's. I love watching it.
Just like any show, like, it could have specials, longer specials.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, most series have some kind of special episode if they go far enough. In fact, I have a hard time thinking of a series that didn't have some kind of special episode at some point. That's more than like 3 or 4 seasons. Like, Buffy had a bunch of weird specials like that.
The other thing too is though, I think there was years that it wasn't aired and then it kind of came back and then it kind of went away. I'm gonna look up.
Peter Falk was great.
And then he never stopped, which is really cool.
And now he has, what do you get, cancer?
He got throat cancer. He got a trace now permanently.
Yes.
He doesn't
And
even
his
eat
son,
normal anymore. It's so sad.
I think his son is in it with him, like narrating or talking about some of it. Yeah, I love him when he's working on something. He's kind of like a bad boy and stuff, like.
Yeah, he's got a son and a daughter.
My girlfriend just watched that last weekend.
So it's weird. It's like 13 seasons over 19 years. It started in 71 and in the last episode it says 2003.
So
Unless
it's
that's what they're talking about.
shut down for a couple years, maybe?
That's what I mean is like it would go on and then it would kind of go away and then it would go on and let's see what it says here. Episodes.
Do you watch horror movies?
Sometimes. I've been getting more into it lately as some people have been streaming some of it on Discord. Chase is really into horror movies.
I've seen the Island Dr. Moreau. That was
That was
really crazy.
That was
Interesting. I don't know if my mind is right about that one.
right. Crazy anyway.
Yeah. Man, he should. Wasn't he like a little bit of young?
Yeah, but not, yeah, then
So
he's
he
scary.
was like a
And
fat
his
old
son
man?
was like, was associated with the girl that was married to the guy from Beretta that got hurt, she got
is Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th is usually a lucky day for me. I don't know why 13 has always been good luck for me.
I've never thought 13 was actually
Yeah.
a bad luck day. You know why it's bad luck for me is because everybody wants a fucking cheap Friday the 13th tattoo, and I'm not doing that
Right.
shit. Like, that is not my jam. That is not what I'm doing. Not getting it. Sorry.
People get away with good shit, for sure.
Yeah. Here's the statement that OJ made. He said, so he can't go back to LA still, but he's in Florida, I believe.
Yeah.
And he said, that's okay, I don't want to go back to LA anyways because that's where the killer's roaming around.
Oh my God.
He said, I can't believe they still haven't found who done it yet, and I'm scared I may run into him. And then says, you know, honestly, I thought that somebody would have confessed all those years ago.
You know, he's never made a penny of restitution to that family of that Ron, whatever the innocent kid that was. Okay, that was. Yeah, that thing was so crazy when that went on, and I remember when in fact, when the trial was televised, there was no streaming, recording, play it later, even keep it on the VCR. Then we would watch it like lunch breaks or I remember chase down. We were driving up north and we'd stop at.
You want
I like that
bars,
idea.
right?
You can fix people's cheap Friday the 13th tattoos.
Oh yeah, we were going up north that week. That
I
Friday,
could.
and every bar we stopped and every little
I don't
town,
fucking want to.
we have it on the TV. And then we went to set up our tent.
I don't think you guys understand, like, fixing tattoos.
Like they'll stop at like 1 in the morning. And, we'll get bit by
That's not the fun part of tattooing.
that crazy shit. That
You
was
don't get the
so
chance to
sad.
make a perfect tattoo. You get a chance to make a shit tattoo look better. And while sometimes that's fun, like, most of the time, you're not super happy with the situation because you can't get it perfect. I do not like doing that. I do it because it's part of the job and these people need help. And that's the rewarding part, I suppose. But when you're like me and you want everything to be exact,
Right.
you can't get it. It doesn't happen. My birthday is on the 13th of November, and whenever it's on a Friday, it's a better birthday for you. Hey!
Oh, what's her face was made fun of for that fucking terrible haircut she got.
Yep.
Why?
A lot of bad things happen to a lot of them. A lot of them died.
Yeah, why what's his name is so famous?
Yep. Kardashian. Yep. Oh, and then what's her name? The lady that was the attorney.
Right.
I can't think of her name right now. And the judge.
Well, and then why John Travolta people,
Yeah.
I forget, he was saying that he was also a big time lawyer, but he was the one that basically got shunned out of the whole thing. Like he was a part of it for most of the riot, and then he was just super into himself, super self-centered. Like he was just a dude with the big thick eyebrows, like super or whatever.
You say John Travolta's wife just died of breast cancer?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Then they lost their son.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always liked him. John Travolta, like, well, I remember, just from he's been around for a long time.
Right.
It's weird. I don't like to see him bald now. Like that was that he had like that nice hair. Yeah. It's weird. It's how different some people look from the time that they're like 20 until they're like 60. Like some people you wouldn't recognize on the street.
Oh no, yeah.
It's so crazy. why do we always have them shoved up in closets that you never can go reach them anyways, instead of having them like available? Then my mom always has this thing like, I'm getting stepped on when I die, you won't have to do it thing. It's stupid. Like, she'll split up a picture. It's like, yeah, that's cool. I'd rather have them. I mean, like, I don't even know where you have all these. We went to my grandma's and we were going through her photos, and I'm like, I'm taking some of these with my aunt. You don't need to do everything, you know? And then my grandma was like so pretty. Like, it's like, I mean, she still is pretty. But it was like, God, it's so crazy when you see like your grandma when he like got out of the war and they got married. And that's like that swimming pool that was like my mom played in. Like, I never had in that when I was little after their house and stuff. And, you know.
You're holding up there, bud. Get real quiet.
I'm doing well. I'm just like watching. I'm just like, man, that looks. Yeah, I just love how it looks still. So I'm just fascinated by it and seeing it coming along and how it just. I'm kind of like hypnotized by it.
Death and money.
Yep.
Going to break
Oh,
up
yeah.
family.
Yep.
And so that's what happened.
Yep.
They looked at a house. She did. My aunt did not prepare. She did not have.
Yep.
She did not have a living or a dying.
No, I was just thinking like,
So it was
it's a good thing I wear a compression shirt when I work too, because I was like, man, the suit, like the loose parts of the suit slapping on it wouldn't feel too great, but
No, oh yeah, no,
yeah.
probably not.
So the compression shirt will kind of help with it a little bit.
They just said, why don't you just take the house? Just take it, you know? It's like, so
It's still not gonna be bad because like the one on my right side, that's where I do a lot of. So like when we enter students and take them out and stuff like that, I side body. It's like they're on my hip on my right side, or a little bit higher, and so it's like it wasn't too bad when I was after I got back with that tattoo.
And I kind of split them up, like my dad stuff of his families and then my mom.
So here it shouldn't. Nothing should really be hitting it.
No.
It's not fair that he had to get these photos and stuff. Like, I mean, I want my mom to get pissed off and like throw them in the garbage or something. You know what I mean? So like over time, I just like separated them all out and whatever, and you know, because I like Dave, of course, and I'm like, here, don't you have like photos and shit? Like, yeah, I know, I don't. Like, or stuff like when his, you know, his mom had died when he was young, and then his dad had died, and he was not close to his dad. And it's like, where did like all your photos go? Like when you were a kid and stuff. Just carry that. So then we have some photos, fans, and I had this big trunk, and I'm like, I always say I'm gonna start sitting down at night and just starting to do like some, like organizing of them somehow. It's really hard to do. Like when you say it takes your aunt that long, it's hard to do. And then you think you know what age your kid was at a certain time, and you don't. Like if you're trying to put it in order, like I don't know, remember this.
yeah,
It is hard.
It's really cool though because she just had sent me a picture of my dad walking down the aisle when I got married. And it was just like, it's so cool. He looked so fucking good. I didn't realize how good he looked then. You know, I'm like, man, Dad looks so amazing. And he's like, yeah, he really did. And I honestly looked at my wedding pictures once and that was it. And this was 2003, you know? So I haven't seen these for fucking years, you know?
Yeah. Right, even though, you know, not married and divorced or whatever else, I read those pictures of dad and stuff like,
Yeah, and on my cover,
we need those, yeah, we need those.
all these people are good. Get a family on it, you know?
Right, you know what's nice though, you can, like, I had found some pictures of my uncle when he was like, he was a drummer and stuff, so he was like, people, and you know, when I was like 2. And so I just went to this, you can go right to Walgreens and just make copies, or, you know, so it's nice that you can just make, like, if you're gonna do photo boards, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna send them pictures, and like, you know, and so, I did that, but, yeah, it's hard because my parents got into the whole, like, taking slideshows.
Oh.
Crap, back in what year?
Yeah.
And then my son was born in 98, and we still did VHS, so I converted all those DVDs a long time ago. Like, hello.
Damn, that would be a lot.
Yeah.
Erlina, I got my nipples pierced on my 18th birthday and my chest tattoo 4 days later. Then had to go to work in the back room at Walmart. Metal gets really cold when you have to be reorganizing a deep freezer for an hour.
Yeah.
white.
Imagine so.
That was the most
Some
money
frigid
I've
nipple.
ever spent developing any type of film.
And a lot of
It was crazy.
chest stuff going on,
She's
man.
gonna
That'd be
put it on
a lot.
slides.
Oh my god, it's so expensive.
That's
I'm
so
like, yeah.
funny. Yes, because we used to go, oh, a scheme, I was totally in the truck and taking pictures. And then we're like, who's ever gonna go take the slide thing out, put the thing up, and the damn light thing doesn't work. No, I know. So, yeah, you can convert them over to photos, basically they're negatives, but,
Right.
yeah. But back then, you know, like, you take pictures of your kid, then it's their birthday, you take 10, 'cause you don't know if that one turned out with their date. So then you get the picture, like, do I really need 10 of the same pictures? I mean, when you're looking at it, oh, it's kind of boring. So then I was like, oh, I'll get this great idea to, like, just make, like, books of, like, you know, so they're, like, showing them growing up, but it's really hard to, like, put the dates on it.
Really? I don't know, actually did in I looked up 1913 in Succession. In the school, those are my favorites. I love looking at water pictures. So like, I would always go to those and
Failed.
I have my baby book. She has a pink Sparky girl that I remember growing up, and there I am, like tiny little bees all snuggled in the room.
Well, my mom kept stuff, but not excessive, but like I had, like, this, like, one of my, like, little outfits, my little perfume dress. And this little necklace that was on it, and, my brother had, like, these, like, little cowboy boots, you know, and he used to wear these little snap shorts, and a sling shirt all the time, like, yeah, so that was cute, but I put a big thing together for my son, of all that stuff, because, you know, his dad, like, when he was like 11, and I'm like, there's so many cool things, like, I kept the kids, like,
Had to be really careful how I carried big boxes. Everything was
Between the nipples and the chest tattoo.
Oh, I thought that was you talking about you got this stuff
no,
done.
no.
I didn't realize you were reading Melina's stuff.
Yeah.
just not. My mom and I were looking. My brother was not too. My mom was like, you were like that cute kid. And but yeah, I mean, yeah, so it's like kind of fun.
No, I lucked out when I had my nipples done. I wasn't doing a job that really dealt with anything there, and same with the first side tattoo. So I lucked out. But
They're a mask. It's a hard plastic mask with Oscar's drugs and just a bag of a picture. That's the plastic. It's so that's
For the most part, I've always like. There was a few years that I quit tattooing and I worked in IT and I worked in automotive. The automotive was just a weird thing that I ended up in. IT computers were something that, well, they still are something I'm interested in. But like, I don't know, fucking. Aside from the IT job, where they were like, you gotta cover up your tattoos.
My mom made us see Santa Claus every year. So I was
I've never been in a job that like really affected what I was doing with my tattoos and piercings. Like,
I had one job where they were kind of questioning like some of my piercings because it was like a flight-based operation in FBO at an airport, and so they had a lot of corporate jets come in, and so they were kind of nervous about like all the ear piercings and stuff like that because it's not the corporate look and whatnot. They never made me take anything out, but it was just stupid. It's like, it's, oh my god, like it's earrings. If people are getting really that uptight over it, they need to reconsider life.
professionals are like that though, man. Like,
Yeah,
like professionalism is a cult.
pretty much. It's like it doesn't affect the way I'm working. It doesn't affect the way I'm speaking to you or treating you. But that, yeah, they want a certain look.
Yep. And like, they all follow like these guidelines that were written in the fucking 50s for what a professional is. And it's like, you guys do realize the world isn't like that anymore, right?
Yep. Oh my gosh. And then we found out, like, she's a three. We're like the cool ones. Like, you could smell these smoking doors that were cool back then. I mean, oh yeah, it was different.
That's kind of what's nice about like some of the newer generation coming up is they're more about their own style and look. So maybe that'll kind of change some of the things.
I've watched like tattoo and pierced life become the norm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we are adorned now. That whole tribal circle is complete. Because if you look out there, there's more people tattooed and pierced than not these days. Actually, I don't know if that's a true statistic. And I guess my view on that has to be completely skewed because I work in this business.
I don't know who you're surrounded by.
Morlina, can you look up the stats? See if there's a stat about tattooed and pierced people. Hi, Shay! TCF didn't care about visible ink or piercings. I was surprised because they were pretty conservative. They were, yeah. Perkins didn't like piercings or tattoos when I worked there. I worked for Perkins for a day, and I spilled a tray of fucking ice water on a little girl, and I quit.
Oh no.
I straight up quit. Jester Jest actually got me the job, and I quit the first day. I was like, nope, this ain't for me, and I fucking left.
Which is funny that there's companies out there that like the ones that you think would be like overly conservative and not want that stuff are okay with it, and the ones that you think would be okay with it are the ones that like no, you got to cover all that up or put a Band-Aid over it or something.
Yeah, I don't fucking understand, man. I don't know. Chad, we're gonna take ourselves a little breaky break. Get some water.
Yeah.
Go out and have a schmick.
God, that looks good.
Yeah, but you can't see the whole thing.
I know. So I'm like, I can't wait to see it all.
I don't know if I'm gonna put the clouds up there. I don't think the clouds look good.
No.
No, I might just fade out the lightning bolt up there.
Okay.
And then if we decide to do something else up there, whatever. It's
Right.
Like, but right now, let's give it a little zoom out here, so you guys can see the whole game plan. And this is when you should be really glad you don't.
Oh
have
damn. Oh damn. Oh my god.
That's where it's.
That's
It's all the way
cool
down.
as hell.
This is your lightning bolt, bro.
Uh-huh.
You can see the feed of what's going on. Yeah.
Oh
the way
my
up.
god. I love that.
It's cool, bro. This
Yep.
is gonna be a good one.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna be happy with this. There you go. You got your answer. 38% of global respondents have at least one tattoo.
Okay. So they
We're getting there.
chose their words really carefully. They're global respondents. So
Yeah.
do they have an answer on piercings? Because I think probably more than half of the world has piercings now. Which is, you know, also a modification.
Yeah.
How do you feel about going outside shirtless?
I'm good.
You alright with that?
Yeah.
Alright, hold on.
Oh, yep. I'm gonna knock the camera. I saw it.
Nope, it's alright. Alright, chat, we'll be back in just like 5 minutes. Burb. BRB.
Let me head off a question I get asked almost daily and say that I'm not making it to C80. That's not a maybe. There's no exceptions. I Kevorkian in myself before the old age sets in. Botox and taxidermy so my ink still looks fresh. Propped up on my mic stand, displayed when I'm put to rest. Even in death, man, I show them off proudly because they say everything you need to know about me. There's no cliche. I wear my heart on my sleeve and my chest, my stomach, my legs for everyone to see. And everyone is me, not a one that means nothing. We have a tattooed president in Carter cardigan junction. A function of my life that all the ink phases. As a dad and employee, I'll remain amazing, and it's never changing. You can mark my words, head off another question. Yes, it fucking hurts.
The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. Penetrate the skin. I'ma leave my mark. I put my heart and soul into this work of art. It was a rough start coming up, but now I'm back to push an ink spot. Served like I was slinging crack rocks. Money clip matches with the ring on my short jab. Mess with mine, make your noggin ring with my short jab. $60 minimum in ink, that's a short jab. Just a tip, baby, really quick, that's a short jab. Piercings and tattoos, get with this fat dude. Pushing ink and steel like a hurricane rap dude. The ink addiction is my money, making trap shoe. Getting from a scratch and makes sense like track boots. Get your money right, I'll make your skin bright. I'm a beast behind the needle and a beast behind the mic. Food for the soul and I sow the seeds. The Minnesota Menace got what you need. The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. Tattooed and employed, the pain fills the void. People always judging like the name was Sigmund Freud. Psychoanalysis, new ink, it's addicting. Everyone I meet, opinions conflicting. Down to the tat shop, Red Wing tattoo. Everybody listen, here's a shout out at you. Lone Oak Tree, Harley Quinn and Batman. Nothing on my belly cause I'm kind of a fat man. I can sell what I do in life, you have no idea. Create a buzz around me, man, onomatopoeia. Piercings and tattoos, the song is spoke at you. It isn't no half-truth, it isn't no taboo. This is who I am, you can take it or leave it. Any goal you put in front of me, you know I'll achieve it. You can get it colored in, or even black and gray. It won't wash away, no, this ink's here to stay. The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink.
Let me head off a question I get asked almost daily and say that I'm not making it to C80. That's not a maybe. There's no exceptions. I Kevorkian in myself before the old age sets in. Toxin taxidermy so my ink still looks fresh. Propped up on my mic stand, displayed when I'm put to rest. Even in death, man, I'll show them off proudly because they say everything you need to know about me. There's no cliche. I wear my heart on my sleeve and my chest, my stomach, my legs for everyone to see. And everyone is me, not a one that means nothing. We have a tattooed president in Cardigan Junction. A function of my life that all the ink phases. As a dad and employee, I'll remain amazing, and it's never changing. You can mark my words, head off another question. Yes, it fucking hurts.
The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. Penetrate the skin. I'ma leave my mark. I put my heart and soul into this work of art. It was a rough start coming up, but now I'm back to push an ink spot. Served like I was slinging crack rocks. Money clip matches with the ring on my short jab. Mess with mine, make your noggin ring with my short jab. $60 minimum in ink, that's a short jab. Just a tip, baby, really quick, that's a short jab. Piercings and tattoos, get with this fat dude. Pushing ink and steel like a hurricane rap dude. The ink addiction action is my money making trap shoe. Getting from a scratch and makes sense like track boots. Get your money right, I'll make your skin bright. I'm a beast behind the needle and a beast behind the mic. Food for the soul and I sow the seeds. The Minnesota Menace got what you need.
Yep. My little butcher. You guys want to see what I look like right now? Camera's at a little bit of an angle. Whatever.
Just need to get
My
you,
little Gore-Tex apron.
get you a paddle and some whips.
I'm gonna. Shh. Don't tell. Can't get this. Whatever. That's close enough, I guess. Let's see. You look like Carcass Gunrunner. Hey! Right? I should get myself that hat and a sleeveless shirt. In America, piercing statistics show the percentage of people who have had piercings is 61% for adults, including ear cartilage piercings. Percentage of Americans who have had pierced ears is 83%. Ooh, shiny. Thank you. I started wearing the apron because my fucking clothes kept getting fucked up with tattooing, so. And even though I wear cheap clothes and I wear shorts that if I get ink on them you can barely tell because they're like camouflaged and shit, but you get fucking bright green on your black camouflage shorts and people can still tell. Alright, this is gonna be cold, dude.
Oh, god damn it.
Excuse me. Isn't this Flux Pavilion though?
What?
This is Flux Pavilion, not Hey Google, what song is this?
You're listening to Die For You, featuring a coupler by Excision.
It is Excision. I lied. I'm a liar. Okay, why? There we go. It's time to put some of that black in here, bud.
Yeah.
I can. Somebody tell me what I'm doing wrong here. There we go.
Do better.
Do better?
Yeah.
Do better what?
When you said, how do I fix this? And I said, just do better.
Oh, fucking... Thanks. I'll take that into advisement.
Yeah.
I don't know how I missed that, actually.
Like one of my go-to phrases.
Do better?
Yeah, just do better. How do I get this to work? How do I fly this? How do I do this? Just do better. That's all you gotta do.
Thanks. It's like when people sneeze and I'm like, stop it.
Right.
I don't say bless you or gesundheit anymore. Or when my wife, she has like this chronic cough that she's been dealing with that has to do with like some nerve stuff. When she starts coughing now, I don't say, or I don't, like, the only thing I say is stop it, knock it off. Or I'll be like, don't do that.
Yeah, they cut last year, but they did it like 2 years. The first year was
It's not to be mean,
No.
Chad. It's not being mean. Like, she knows that I'm kidding. But there's nothing else we can do, and that's why
yeah,
the joke is as it is.
right.
Like the common one is if someone belches their farts or something and they say excuse me, you just say there is no excuse for you.
Wow.
Just bam. Get them.
I just like all the different variations of God saying different kinds of food and stuff. You get a real good gimmick going, you know? Like,
Yep.
I had a buddy that actually started one in Milwaukee. But there's a popular thing, you know, when you park it right outside the bars or whatever.
Yep.
And you're going to catch some people that are just like snapping.
I like that even when we were Saturday, we had that one taco on right outside.
Hell yeah. A lot of places I ate will. I forgot. I ain't going back in the milk.
Right.
Damn brutality. I mean,
Yeah, most of the places overseas get where some food trends up there.
she understands why the joke is what it is. It's not like I'm just being an asshole.
Hey.
I really do want her to stop. Like, I don't want to see her coughing and in pain like that. And and every time I say that, she's like, I think that's a pretty good thing for your husband not to want you in pain.
I got a t-shirt that says, because I'm an asshole, that's why, right? And so I'm wearing it one day, and someone goes, who gave you that shirt? So I tell them, my friend Jerry. And they're like, why'd he give you that shirt?
Well,
And so I go, read the fucking shirt. Because I'm an asshole, that's why.
I feel like that's a trap. Like, why would you put yourself in that trap? If I saw somebody wearing a shirt that was an answer to a question,
Right?
I wouldn't ask the
No.
question. I'd be like, I know what the answer's gonna be.
That was one time. What was the other thing too? I think it was a doctor that I was with, and I was like, "Yeah, it's just it will just hurt randomly," and they'll be like,
when I do
"Well,
this-
how often is that?" I'm like, "Randomly, like it's just random. That's the point of why I said it randomly happens." It's like they kind of had that look of like, "Okay, I deserve that," you know.
Randomly, I guess, is a frequency.
Yeah. How often does it randomly happen? I don't know. It's random. Like, I don't know if you're looking for a timeline of like, every 2 days or every week, but it's random, so I can't tell you.
It keeps fucking happening though, so that's why I'm here.
Right?
Thanks for checking in, Doc.
Is it pronounced Zanobati? I agree. As far as like the doctor thing, like goes, like I need them, but since I have chronic illness, I get those dumbass questions all the time. I'm so frustrated with doctors. So I was having a knee
Just
issue.
David, what up?
I was having knee issues, right? And one of the things that they were doing is they were putting me through physical therapy with some stuff, but then they were also doing massage therapy because like the IT band was just rock solid. I told the doctor, I'm like, all right, when the massage therapist pushes on a certain area, I feel the pain behind my knee, you know, where it's common. And he looks me dead in the eyes and he goes, no, you wouldn't feel it there. You'd feel it in this spot. And I look at him and I go, okay. But when she pushes here, I feel the pain behind my knee. And he's like, no, you wouldn't feel it there. You'd feel it over here. And I just wanted to be like, but I don't.
That's not what's fucking happening.
Exactly. I don't fucking feel it there. I feel it behind the knee. If I should be feeling it in the other spot, that tells you that there is something wrong. So fucking figure it out. I was pissed. I didn't say anything to the doctor like the whole rest of the time. And then finally at the end, he was saying like, "You've gotten awfully quiet. Is something up?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm telling you where I'm feeling pain after it gets pushed on an area, and you're dismissing it like I'm crazy." And he's just like, "Whoa, I'm sorry." And I'm like, I know what your books tell you, but sometimes not everything's by the books, you know?
Yep.
And it was the same thing like when I was younger and I was having stomach issues. I went in for a year. They were doing tests on me, and they were making me feel like I was crazy by like, "Are you just making this up? Blah 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 blah." And after they can't just do exploratory surgery, right? So they go to do it, but they call it an appendectomy because they said, well, we'll just take your appendix out when we do it because you don't need it anyways. And
That's a weird.
I know.
We're just gonna steal your appendix.
Right.
It's fine. What?
Well, the funny thing is, it was my appendix that ended up being the issue. It was like 3 times longer than it should have been, and it was like full of lymph nodes, and it was scraping like my abdomen wall. And it wasn't showing up on tests because of like all the lymph nodes or something. And so it's like for a year they were making me feel like I was crazy and insane and like I was making all this up. And when they finally went to go do that and then they realized that's what it was like, yeah, exactly. You made me feel psycho the whole time.
Doctors are like that. Like everybody, the problem that I keep seeing nowadays is they're treating everyone like they're some kind of pain seeker or a drug seeker.
Right.
And like, I don't understand where all these people are getting drugs from doctors, because most of the doctors I keep going to are like, yeah, that's not a thing. My last doctor, like everything that she told me was wrong, and the things I wanted her to check on that she gave me shit about had been like actual issues.
Yeah.
And like I'm just super pissed about her. I've actually reported her. Like, okay, if you go to a doctor and you're like, hey, I would like an STD test, you know, your doctor's not supposed to be like, you don't need an STD test.
Yeah.
She was like, why? I was like, because I'm a tattoo artist. She's like, you just had one, 3 months ago. I was like, yeah, I'd like another one. I don't care,
right?
You know, and I want to test for, I wanted to test for herpes. And, because she didn't do it last time. Because I asked where the herpes results were, and she was like, there isn't any. Well, what do you mean? I wanted to test for everything. I'm a tattoo artist. That's a security thing I need to do.
Yeah.
Because my job can technically endanger
yourself
my people,
and other people. Right.
It's crazy.
Unibody, sadly, a lot of doctors don't understand the complexities of pain. True, one of my university research assistant projects was investigating how there are different ways of experiencing pain. I'm lucky I have a pretty decent doctor right now. They're wonderful when I have an appointment. But God forbid I need anything outside the appointment or done after the appointment. He's horrible at follow through or getting back to me. He believes my pain and wants to help me solve it. At least he believes your pain.
Right.
The doctors told Kendra she was fucking crazy forever, and now she just got diagnosed with fucking fibromyalgia.
Yeah.
She's been telling them that this is an issue, and that she's been having sensitivity to temperatures, this, that, the other, and they're all like, oh, it's nothing, this isn't related. It's all related.
Yeah. Or they chalk it up to something else, whether it be like your age or your gender or whatever the hell it is, and it's like, no. You know.
Doctors, it seems to me like doctors just want to get that fee and get you out the door. A lot of them.
Some of it,
I'm
though,
not
too,
here
I
for
think is
that.
like, you know, like they go off what the book says, and you know, with how Sue happy the U.S. is, though, sometimes I think they get nervous about possibly looking further into things because they don't want to end up with a possible, you know, lawsuit or something, and it's like,
Then you need to not be a doctor.
right,
Like, if you're not taking care of customers because you're afraid of your losing your license or whatever, like, then that's not a good doctor.
No.
Period. Like, that in itself is a violation of the Hippocratic Oath.
let's say goodbye to Orlina. She's dipping out.
Bye, Merlina.
Um,
No fee here in Canada, at least. Yeah. But Canada has their medical shit together. America is quite the mess medicinally right now.
Well, is it FDR who came up with the idea of universal health care? And
Well-
it never happened here, but then all the other countries started to adopt it.
I don't think he came up with the idea. I'm pretty sure universal healthcare was a proposed thing before.
Prior to that.
I mean, socialism is universal healthcare,
Yeah.
but like, and I'm not using socialism as a four-letter word here. Like, everybody seems to think it is. That's not where I'm going with
Right.
it. But like, that's one of the staples is everyone's care is the same. So it's not like it's a new concept or FDR invented.
No. What? But he proposed, like, did he come up with Medicare?
I mean, he
Medicaid,
proposed
or
I-
he proposed it to get into there.
something like that. I can't actually remember now. Maybe I shouldn't have an opinion on this anymore. Now that I think about it.
I don't know why people say socialism like it's a bad thing. If you describe it instead of saying the word a lot, people. That's exactly what I meant. Like, it sounds great, but then if you say socialism, they lose their fucking minds. Like, the other thing is there's different types of socialism too. The reason socialism has such a stigma attached to it is because how socialism worked in the 50s. Was it the 50s? Might have been
40s, 50s.
40s.
Yeah, 40s and 50s. I mean, it's been around for a while. You know, I think about like different countries that have involved it throughout the past century.
Like Russia when it was the USSR.
Right.
You know, and people were.
That was basically socialism to the extreme, though.
Yeah, and it was. America spread that fear in the guise of patriotism. Like, Russia being socialist didn't really have the effect on America that Americans thought it was going to have. They were all like, oh no, the Ruskies are going to take over U.S. and we're going to be slaves to the government. Like, no, it's not that simple. It was fear-mongering for the war shit, first of all. And while... Whatever, I cannot get this thing to just work the way it's supposed to work. While it was an issue for the Russians, like, it was basically just used to scare us and, like, garner support for America and what we were doing. Like, we're pretty good at taking other people's stuff and making it about us.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very American way to handle shit. And we didn't know any better at the time, honestly. Like, the government's been using those tactics on us for decades, and it's only within the last, I would say, 20 years, 30 years, that people have begun to, like, realize methods of control that the government uses to keep us docile. And, like, that's not a conspiracy theory, that's just what shit is doing here. At this point in the U.S., it's basically just saying, fuck off, commie, under false pretenses that have been programmed for 3 generations.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, chat's going crazy.
Yeah.
Even Twitch makes you fill IRS tax forms for Canadians. Yep. They also roll communism and fascist dictatorship together and then blame all of it on communism. Yeah. Like, I'm not saying I want communism.
There's a difference between that and having
Yeah.
socialistic ideals or capitalistic socialism.
Like, and anyone who's afraid of socialism, I have something to tell you. We're living it.
Oh, God, yeah.
With fucking insurance. Insurance is a super socialistic thing. I don't know if you noticed that or not. If you're paying in to a group that pays for everybody's stuff when something goes wrong,
That shit is socialism, whether you want to believe it or not. And everyone's like, oh, but it's not. It's insurance. Yeah. Insurance is how socialism works.
Yeah. Put all your money in to help the greater good. If you use it, you use it. If you don't, you don't. But
Yep. But you're part of the group, and you're able to use it when it's necessary
Right.
for you.
because the funds
Well,
are there from
At
the
least
company.
you'd think you'd be able to use it. I don't like the way insurance works either, if I'm being honest.
Insurance is, to me, it feels very much so like a big scam. You know.
Until you actually need it and they do come through, but that seems to be an issue sometimes. Getting insurance companies to pay out when they're supposed to.
Right. I think everyone's fraud. But the other thing too is, yeah, it's like if you think about how much money you put in over time, like let's say auto insurance, right? You might own a car for 30 years paying into insurance and whatnot, and you get into an accident once and say the total damage is like $2,000, right?
Yep.
Insurance covers that, but how much did you pay into insurance over the 30 years that
Before
you didn't
that
have an
happened.
accident? And then not only that, they cover that cost, and then they raise your rates.
Yeah,
You know,
because for-profit system.
because they got to pay Peyton Manning to do their commercials.
Yep. I don't have a problem with companies of like soft drinks and snack foods and stuff like that when they buy like some celebrity to do all their commercials, or they're paying that insane ad spot in the Super Bowl. I have a problem when things are a legal obligation for us to pay into, and then I see advertising like that, and I'm like, that's where the money's going? That's what we've decided we're doing?
Yep.
Like, that is a problem. Not down, can't hang. It's just gonna keep going. Hello? Did the battery on my pedal die?
It's all the electricity coming from my back with that lightning.
You know what?
Just powering it.
Your weird
Keeping it going.
electrical superhero power is fucking my machine up. I knew I should have used the battery powered one. I have a new machine coming next week. Purple and black.
Purple and black are good colors.
Yep.
It's my skydiving colors.
Oh, now it's gonna do it. Really, after I like went around and changed how I was fucking doing everything to.
Murphy's Law, dude.
Yep. So anyway, the tattoo looks dope. Back to work for me. Have a great day. Thank you for hanging out, man. Appreciate the follow from last night too. Have a good day at work. I think Seth Green should license this song, and except where it breaks down and it's like Robo Kitten. It should say Robot Chicken.
Yeah. That would be good.
Love me some Robot Chicken.
Okay.
There's been some shows that have grown on me, like Robot Chicken. When it first came out, I was kind of like, eh. But then I kept watching it, and I was like, no, I do like this. Same like with Bob's Burgers. When it first came out, I was like, I don't think I like this show. But I've watched it so much that like I'm in love with that show so much.
I have. Let's see. The Office was like that for me, honestly.
Yep, same.
Like, the first few episodes, I was like, oh my god, this is so awkward, and I can't watch it. And, time passed, and I kind of got over the whole Michael Scott awkwardness.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, the reason I forced myself to watch it is because I loved Steve Carell in Anchorman.
Mm-hmm.
And so if he was in something else, I wanted to give him a shot. And I started watching it, and the super awkward was just really, really bad. And the first couple episodes, I was like, I can't do this. And then I went back to it like a month, 2 months later. I was like, all right, we'll try this again. And like I could finally just sit and watch all of it. But yeah, his awkward was really hard for me to stomach.
It was the same for me too, and then you realize that that's what kind of makes the show, is just the awkwardness makes you feel uncomfortable, so you're kind of like, if you get past that little bit, then it's kind of like, it's one of those where you feel like you've all been there at one point or another, but he just takes it to the extreme.
Yeah.
I used to love watching, it was Steve Carell and Steve Colbert were on The Daily Show, and it was like Steve and Steven or something like that, and they would do reports together.
I don't remember that. I didn't watch a lot of Daily Show.
Yeah, this was like early 2000s. I think it was shortly after Jon Stewart took over The Daily Show, and they would do a little skit together, and then both of them kind of went their own paths and started to get a little bit more popular. So then they didn't do the skit on there anymore. But it was very early on. I love the random fact just randomly thrown in the chat. They're currently excavating the largest known dinosaur tibia to date.
Really? Shit. Never mind. Did you read the rest of it?
Oh my god. What the
I was like actually into it for a second.
Wow.
Fucking Zeno.
Like, dad joke of the century. No, but there was that thing where I think like the IRS is looking into the people at Hobby Lobby bought like some tablet that was illegally sold
some
from a long time ago.
tablet.
Yeah. Or maybe it was the FBI.
Which is hilarious, because fuck Hobby Lobby.
Right. Hobby Lobby and
I have
Chick-fil-A.
to admit, I went to Hobby Lobby to grab glue for something not that long ago, completely forgetting that Hobby Lobby is on the no-no list. My girlfriend's like, what did you do that for? And I was like, what? And she's like, this bag is from Hobby Lobby. I was like, oh shit.
Damn it.
Yeah. I did like genuinely forget, but
Oh, it's like it.
Hmm?
My stomach just rolled.
You hungry?
Not yet. Oh man, that wing joint.
I told you.
You have no clue how many times we've been there
Since then?
since then.
That's hilarious.
I am not shitting you. Like, we have been up here every single week grabbing a 24, one of their 24 tubs.
That's amazing.
We were out and about Tuesday, and we were like, we're hungry, we want wings. But I knew I was coming up today, so we're like, but do we just wait and I'll come home with a tub of 24 wings on Thursday? We both agreed. We were like, fuck that. We're getting them Tuesday, and I'm still going to go over there and pick some up
That's
on the way home when I'm done here, because we got a deep fryer at home. So if we don't eat them all and we throw them in the fridge, when we're hungry for them, we just turn on the deep fryer and we throw them in there for like a minute and a half, and it reheats it and nice and crispy again. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm hooked on their spicy ranch, and Chase is hooked on the spicy barbecue. But
That's
man,
funny.
it's just, I don't think I can go anyplace else for fried chicken. Then she was telling us there that when their roasted chicken comes back, apparently that's
Their
like
roasted
bomb.
chicken used to be super good. I don't know why they stopped.
Because they said with the chicken shortage, they can't get all 4 pieces in. And so that's why some of their menu is blocked out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I used to eat that too. Like, their roasted chicken was super good.
Yeah. She's like, when it comes back, she's like, you're going to have to try the roasted chicken, because then you get all 4 pieces, and she was saying it's bomb as hell.
Yep. Can attest. Wing joint is good shit.
I'm like, they put crack on their chicken.
Yep.
Something, because it's...
Well, it's crack. I supply it.
Yeah.
I'm their drug dealer. Can also attest. Oh shit, that means I'm getting high on my own supply. I broke the crack commandments.
Yeah, you ain't
Oh, I
supposed to
can't
do
make that joke on Twitch. Never mind that, chat. That's actually... Yeah, I might get TOS violated for that. It's a bad joke, chat. I'm sorry.
Does it really
Heard nothing.
Does it really pick up on like those words and phrases that easily and quickly?
What?
Like on Twitch and stuff, like saying that.
No, but if there's a Twitch employee watching chat at all, or if someone were to report that timestamp,
Yeah.
like, I would probably get in trouble for it. But it's a tattoo stream, and it's gonna get the VOD deleted anyways because of the music. Because it'll mute out most of what's happening anyway. And I might get a copyright strike or something, but if that happens, I'll, Is that my next appointment?
Yeah, she's early.
What time is it?
3:30? 3:22.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Damn it.
How?
I think we started at like 1 though.
Yeah, but... I mean, we did start at 1. It took a while to get things situated.
Surf. Hello, Surf. And you gotta go, ooh, woo.
Surf.
Which is funny, Surf saying "gah." I can literally hear him saying that in my head.
What is it?
Just going "gah."
Yeah. Definitely heard Surf say similar things playing Conan. Ah. I'll ooh for you. Wow. Thanks, BB. I actually got to see Zeno last week. It was nice. We hadn't seen each other in a very long time. Since pre-COVID. It's weird to be saying shit like pre-COVID.
I know. Huh?
Like, that is our Anu Domini.
Well, it's like work. You talking to a lot of people there, and like, when's the last time you flew? You know, and pre-COVID, before the pandemic, and it's just like that's so weird to think.
I mean, it's real. It's
Right.
valid. It is just weird, though. Yeah, BC, AC, PC. AC. Alright, where's my phone? I need to see what kind of mistake I made here. And how did I let this happen? Oh, the camera's not here until 5. She's like super early.
I gotta put this in just in case. I said I gotta put this in just in case too.
Oh. So, that's next week. Yeah. Because I was supposed to be gone. Look, come here and look at my calendar.
I'm really struggling this week.
Or no, that's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow?
Yeah.
Bruh.
I thought you were my cousin who's coming in at 5. I was like, what the
No,
fuck? Why?
and it's
Would I do that? Are you okay?
Yeah, I just don't have it at home.
What?
I'll figure it out. See you
You sure
tomorrow?
you're okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I didn't do. I thought I fucked up. I was like, what? I should have way more time than this. All right. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm all right. You guys have any tattoo questions? All of my stuff is online. I don't have a book out there because people kept stealing shit.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Never mind then. Just gotta give them cards.
This thing's, I shouldn't say it, it's such a good cover on it, like, as a rope.
Hey, this is cold.
After you're already wiping the back of the, I was like, ooh.
Should I sit like this?
Why did I apostrophe one? What the fuck? What is happening? Come on, Fahuva gods! What is happening in my chat when I was gone?
You have to really tell me about my really good looking top client that I hadn't seen in a while? Yeah. Yeah, he came in yesterday and then today. I don't think he was here yet though, but he stopped by immediately. I just get a little worried about him because number one, he just happened, number two, I hadn't seen him for a while. And yeah, he's like, yeah, I transferred to Hennepin, and then it's like, bam, so you're in the midst of all of the, he's like, yeah. But yeah.
Work for the Hennepin County Sheriff instead of Minneapolis Police.
Possibly. I'm not quite sure yet. What's that? Good. Maybe some roses down the morning.
I have like a knot right underneath that shoulder blade there, so when it's gone, it's kind of like, oh, that feels good. Hitting that knot just right, yeah. There's been a few spots where you're going over and it's like going over a knot, and I'm like, oh, that actually feels kind of good.
That's weird. Because it doesn't touch the muscle.
Right, but it's got to be the vibration or something, or the way it's hitting the nerve, or like there, yeah. Is to go into.
Chad, did you hear that? He's getting a little excited. I'm hitting the spot.
Hitting that spot. Go to a physical therapist where she would needle us, where it's kind of like an acupuncture needle, but it would go in deeper, and she'd find a knot, and then she'd kind of like work it in and out and like kind of move it around a little bit, and you'd feel the knot like spasm, and then it would just melt away. Oh my god.
You can do that with pressure.
Yeah, it felt so good though, because you could just pinpoint right in the center of the knot. And
I've actually wanted to do that to myself on many an occasion. My back
it's so good, yeah. Like there's a spot in my neck up here that she gets. There's one in the low back too, though. It was like hitting just right and made my leg twitch up.
Yeah.
It was weird, but it feels so good. And it's like afterwards, you're tender afterwards, obviously, but it takes that knot out and it's just instant relief.
I don't know if I could ever get a back tattoo because my back is so sensitive. A lot is not a word. Jay, what are you doing? You've seen my picture of the allot caught in the wild. There's an old hyperbole and a half comic that basically when people spell allot, A-L-O-T, they made up this wild creature. And it's just this weird little cartoon creature. So I tried to recreate it with real life animals, and I photoshopped a whole bunch of real life animals together to make the creature, and it worked out really well. But it's kind of old internet, so a fuzzy majestic beast.
They said that this is just a smidge of how many fucking psychos or incompetent doctors are out there. You know, suing a doctor or a hospital is like suing the President of the United States. They have an oath of like backing each other up. Okay. Yeah, my uncle died at community hospital when he was 32 and he should not have. And, yes, they take an oath for like relief of tax. But they actually, these guys went and said like, shit's crazy, he's looking at it. He had lost his license in Texas, he just lists of practicing medicine in Colorado, you know. So we gotta get him like, get him for elderly cases. Because a couple of them are older, but he messed up people. And then he saw he was doing drugs and he
Are you gonna give me crap for making the reference you're explaining? I don't know. I didn't know it was a reference. I only caught part of it because I'm working.
Oh, the a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, I mean, it's worth watching. It's pretty good. It's like 7, maybe 6 or 7 episodes. Yeah, right.
It's like suing the president. They're talking about suing a hospital.
They played a very dislikable person in the jury, so. I don't like Alex Baldwin.
Because they're talking about how difficult it is. Speaking of suing the president, apparently he's under even more scrutiny now, and they think his advisor lied under oath.
Of course.
And so, like, there's a whole bunch of more shit going on. I think Donald Trump might be in trouble.
Nah.
Poor Donald Trump. You become president and then everybody hates you. He's got enough money, he doesn't give a fuck. And you know he became president just for the bragging rights. I was the greatest president.
Nobody was better than me, believe
I was
me.
huge. I was bigger than Jesus.
I was the best president, probably, maybe, I don't know, that's what I've been told.
So we'll see what happens with his advisor, because that's like the hot thing on the news right now.
Well, it's even his, what is it, his CFO of his organization, who's now in jail because of, like, a bunch of fraud crap.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's getting crazy.
Well, there was also in real life a nurse that what did they call her? They didn't give her a nickname because she did the same thing. She was for one, you know, she had fake identities and whatnot, but she did a thing like she liked to kill pigs. Oh my God. That was her.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
That he likes to kill and
Definitely not political shit.
right?
Talking about nurse killing babies and stuff. Real shit, dude.
Real shit.
Nurse killing babies? How did the baby kill the nurse?
What?
You said nurse killing babies.
Yes.
A nurse is killing babies?
Yeah, it did. She was a real person. I can't remember the nickname they gave her, but she liked to.
That fucking bitch?
She liked to inject them with a specific type of drug that they really didn't use a lot, and she started like blowing through this stuff. And at first it was just little bits here and there, but most certainly these kids would die. Even
She was a
for
psychopath.
like a little bit. Oh yeah, she's fucking nuts.
Nah, she was perfectly sane.
Oh, she did. She got away with it for so long.
I think we pushed a political button over there.
Like, he was fucking right away, and they're like, you know, they just
Haha, don't hurt.
how, they said that there's like 455,000 cases of like now.
Rap about it? What?
Incompetent.
Jay's not a rapper.
Like every year, and no, they never get.
It's an awkward thing to.
I don't think he was trying to kill. It's like he really felt like he probably just wasn't good at it.
Yeah.
Draw, then someone can get a tattoo of it.
Like, oh my God, you're like,
Wait, what are you guys talking about? What did I miss again? I keep missing stuff in chat.
I think they said that they can't draw.
oh my God.
So they're like, just draw, and then someone can make a tattoo of it.
That's just like that one podcast that went to a show where Dear John or whatever, or that guy was just a total different person. Well, he was a drug addict, and he met this woman who's like a real estate developer.
So he can draw and rap, so.
And he totally scammed her. She married
You know, Jay, if you just tried, I bet you could draw and rap.
He went after her to kill her. Yeah, it's called Dear John, and that got good. And the girl that's after it.
What the fuck was that?
Red hair,
Surf.
reddish
Oh,
orange.
Why have you summoned the daughter to us?
Yes. I have never watched it. No.
Oh, you should.
Okay. I almost clicked on it.
Peekaboo.
Episode, and I think I actually watched a bit of one, and I'm like,
It was frustrating.
Thank you for the biddies.
right. That
She
was
was super
absolutely
Luckily,
frustrating.
that's not loud enough to scare me. It's just loud enough to make me be like, "Want his ass?"
Yeah.
And he was. And he like done a lot of bad stuff with family members and ripped them off. The drug was terrible. And he was one of her daughter. Yeah. It's pretty good.
I actually really like a show that didn't make it very long. It was called The Nick with 5 and it was the Knickerbocker Hospital. This is like set back in like early 20th century, something like that. And they show like, well, you know, people are coming to.
All right, Chet. I got a question for you. What video game
Like something.
were you super hyped for, and it came out and it just didn't do what you hoped it would
Really,
do?
you know, stuff like that. And then he shows them. He was like the lines of cocaine.
Oh my
That's what they did back in the day.
Yeah, he did.
It says that show me, and I'm like, this is what I gotta do.
I mean, do you ever look at some
Like, what's the worst offender for you?
Google that'll show like what they did for like a prescription for like whatever, and it was like alcohol, drugs, cocaine, and it was like, oh my god. Oh, it's crazy. Or like what the the remedy for like getting to a child was like,
Oh yeah.
you know.
See, Blizzard? Damn. Yep. What's weird is I had even heard some, like, stuff about Blizzard being shitty years ago, and then nobody touched back on it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, bickety bam.
American Sears were responsible for deaths of the 60 infants and children.
Bickety bam.
He was a vocational nurse during the 1970s and 1980s. He was convicted in 1984.
I hope she's not alive anymore. Did you see a show about her?
Yeah, she was on like some serial killer thing or some
It's very rare that women are serial killers.
oh yeah, killer nursing. That's what they call her. I don't know. They look named or something. I can't remember.
Did you ever see the thing about that mother that had that Munchausen syndrome and she messed her daughter up? So
Yes,
bad
I
that
did see that.
And they went for her boyfriend.
Yes, right. Because
She
she
made
really.
that girl get surgery she didn't need.
Yeah, that was absolutely absurd. Yeah, that was crazy.
They went and killed her.
Seriously though, Dragon Age 3 first two games were so good, and the third game delved way too far into managing cities instead of smashing monsters. Legit, alright.
Yeah, that.
Or campaigns or whatever.
Oh.
Also, Final Fantasy 13 combat system was neat, graphics were great, 25 hours in, hit a spot that I couldn't progress without 5 to 6 hours of straight up grinding. Actually, you did that to yourself. 13, if you don't level, then the monsters don't scale. So you got a little too powerful, and then you all you were gonna do was fuck yourself. That was a problem a lot of people had with that game. There are people that are playing that game now, and they're just not leveling, and that's how they're beating it.
I remember back in the day when it's not like they were running with you really don't want to get anybody.
Right.
Because that can have a really adverse effect if you're taking it and you don't eat it and all of a sudden you really
I think it's weird and counterproductive to be fighting to get stronger, and the game punishes you for it. For me, I'm gonna be honest, Fallout 76 is my biggest letdown of all time. I have officially canceled my Fallout First subscription, and I am no longer giving them a chance. Microsoft has them. We'll see what happens as that goes on, but
I believed in Blizzard. Blizzard's been bought by Microsoft, so they don't need me paying them monthly to help make the game better right now. And I'm not playing the game regularly, so I'm just... Yep. I am... I'm done for now. It's sad. It's very sad. Because I was looking so forward to just playing that game with my friends and having fun, but they keep fucking it up. They've messed up the queen again. Like, she's as glitchy as she'd been prior. She's even glitchier now. Where she'll just disappear, reappear. She'll disappear and die somewhere off the map. It's whatever. You mean Bethesda, though. What did I say? Also, what's bad design? I missed that part too. Damn, chat, you guys are fucking talking up right now. I can't keep up on tattooing.
Well, we got them done at the mall. We were kids, like, we both at the same time, and you're like, oh my god. I was watching them as a kid.
Well, you said Blizzard.
Did I say Blizzard? Oh yeah, they bought Bethesda. Sorry, you guys brought up Blizzard and I fucking misspoke. But yeah, Microsoft got Bethesda and fucking... Wow, did I say Blizzard? Really? That's a real fucking slip. Blizzard's been on my mind. I've been reading more about them today, so maybe that's that, and they just got brought up. I just kind of missed it.
I think so. It's like IC players. Yeah, there's still a thing because, of course, the little girls, you know.
Yeah,
like all that.
I guess I mean, I don't go to the mall.
No, I don't go to the mall.
Right? Where are they?
Yeah, that's where they are. They're in malls.
Yeah,
where we don't go.
right.
Punishment for advancement. I don't think they... Okay, so they didn't mean to punish you for your advancement. They meant to make the mobs scale with you. So the stronger you become, the stronger the mobs are. But apparently that scale doesn't work right. Or it works... I guess it was also supposed to work against cheaters.
Dirty cheaters.
Like people who leveled up incredibly fast early on. Which I guess kind of punishes those people who grind if you find something you can grind. But yeah, the execution is bad. The idea, I think, is sound, but the execution is bad.
One of my favorites I watched, I think it was ID was this mob that
I would be buying Psychonauts 2. Yeah, for sure. Double Fine is one of my favorite studios of all time.
poisoned her first husband, got remarried. She killed and poisoned him the same way.
Yeah.
Then she started going after her daughter, and it was the anti-freeze, but she said it in a certain way. She called it anti-freeze. So when she wrote these letters, she immediately busted herself up because she didn't know how to spell it, try to say it properly. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was easy. I'm like, you know, that.
Psychonauts was probably one of the most fun games from beginning to end that I have ever played, and it was one of the most creative video games
I think, that has ever existed. And Psychonauts 2 is the culmination of waiting many a year for them to give me that
My
again.
mom said that Oxygen has a lot of crime shows on too. I've never watched it.
Oh, okay. Oxygen, I imagine there'd be crimes of passion.
Yeah, no, I think there's just like a lot of
Crimes of love.
just kinds of crime.
It won't be a letdown. There's no way.
I think it's sick that woman that,
Like, if you played Rhombus or Ruin, the VR game,
and then she joined that guy with the cult thing.
you know that they've got that same feel.
Oh, I know.
It's there.
Yeah, I know it's not
Like,
good.
she'd be a normal person. How sad.
Yeah.
And like, people are asking where he's supposed to show up at a court thing. No, you don't even go there. Like,
Yeah.
and then her brother got like killed or something, wasn't it? And his wife got killed. I mean, they killed him all.
You guys seen all the Tanya Harding memes on Facebook recently?
What's this about?
They're talking about like things that are coming up,
Is that on
and it's
there?
just a picture of Tanya Harding behind what's the girl that she
Uh, damn it, I forgot her name.
Nancy Kerrigan.
Yeah, there you go.
A picture of Tanya Harding looking at Nancy Kerrigan all like
What do you have? Like,
angry.
Sour faced.
Yeah. And fucking like it says like plans for the summer, and that's Nancy Kerrigan. And then it's over Tanya Harding. It's what's the new strain of COVID?
Oh, the Delta variant.
Delta variant. And I'm just like, oh shit.
Oh my god.
Y'all
Brutal.
are wrong. But that Delta variant is synonymous with Tanya Harding as of this week.
Oh my god.
No, but if with the, you know, the whole, like, you know, like you do these, sacrifices on these particular nights to find these people's house. And they watch back and they discover all this stuff, and they kind of like, you couldn't believe what they were seeing, but they're just like, well, these two things can't be related, the version of it, you know? Yeah, it's really, it's a crazy rabbit hole that they've been down quite some time. And then the Indian version of it, after somebody
Thanks, Jay. Jay said Nancy Kerrigan too, so I am right. I'm good. I got it. It took me a minute though. I don't know why.
I kept wanting to say Christy Yamaguchi.
Dude, that
but
was what was
I
in my
know,
head too, and I
that's-
knew it was wrong.
And I did too, and that's why I was like, I
because
know
she
what
was
the
the
name is.
gymnast at the same time.
Right.
And like nobody was talking really about Kerrigan. They were talking about Tanya and her little fucking retractable. In fact, nobody said anything about Nancy Kerrigan until like court.
they got someone already. Like, this person's such an asshole. They won't like.
Yeah, when they show the video of Smiley Face, something super happy to be there, super happy to go down for something.
Can you imagine getting like a freaking crowbar to the shin?
I would rather not if that's an option.
Right? Like, oh my god. And like the person who did it, it's like, I mean, you're just okay doing that. That's scary.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like, he actually.
See, I haven't kicked a trailer hitch, but yes, I've walked into one, and yeah, not fun.
No thanks.
Like, reading his whole thing of his life.
Why would you kick a trailer hitch? Jay, I feel like there's a story there. Oh no, that's Zeno. I
feel like there's a story there.
Wow. That's quite the book for you. Yeah.
I see it. I caught it. I know. Sorry. Guys, purple names are almost the same color.
Oh yeah. It's crazy how people have such delusional concepts of what and they can influence people to do it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Poor Surf.
What?
They're different colors?
Like, I mean, that's some crazy shit.
Now they might be the same color. My worst one was walking into a plastic bin in the middle of the night and digging about a 4-inch gash out of my shoe.
Ooh.
No, thank you.
Colorado, and she had some crazy shit going on. It was kids there that were watching and stuff, and she ended up dying, like cancer or something. But these people were like completely unable to like make a decision or walk across a room without like her telling you what they were so. How do you do that? Like that? Oh no! It was weird. I think it was on Dr. Phil or something. She was nothing, and she was in a bed, and she was sick, but she wouldn't tell him that she was. And you know, like weird. It's super weird. That was recent.
I watched those big time Mormon comedy.
Oh my god.
That this one dude who would basically seek out girls that were 11, 12.
You ready for a break?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna have to pee.
Alright, chat, we're gonna take another little break here. I'm gonna
They didn't want, yeah, they don't want you.
wipe them down real quick here. How you feeling there, bud?
Good. Slowly getting raw, but good.
Yeah, it's I've been in the same area for a hot minute here.
Yeah.
But it looks cool.
Yeah, it does. That's why I'm like okay with it because I keep looking and I'm like, oh god, but it's turning out so good.
How do you like being able to watch the tattoo when it's on your
I like that a lot, actually. It's really kind of nice. In a way, it almost distracts from any possible pain that you might be feeling. You know, like I said, like it's feeling raw, but then I get launched into it that I forget about it.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, big deal.
All right.
Oh, yeah, stretch out too.
I gotta be careful not to let the angel get too dark to offset the rest of this.
Right.
But once I get the black in the rest of this side, it's gonna balance a lot of stuff out. And then we'll do the fire and whatnot. BRB chat. Burb.
The old age sets in. Toxin taxidermy, so my ink still looks fresh. Propped up on my mic stand, displayed when I'm put to rest. Even in death, man, I show them off proudly because they say everything you need to know about me. There's no cliche. I wear my heart on my sleeve and my chest, my stomach, my legs for everyone to see. And everyone is me, not a one that means nothing. We have a tattooed president in Cardigan Junction. A function of my life that all the ink phases as a dad and employee. I'll remain amazing, and it's never changing. You can mark my words, head off another question. Yes, it fucking hurts.
Penetrate the skin. I'ma leave my mark. I put my heart and soul into this work of art. It was a rough start coming up, but now I'm back to push an ink spot. Served like I was slinging crack rocks. Money clip matches with the ring on my sure jab. Mess with mine, make your noggin ring with my sure jab. $60 minimum in ink, that's a sure jab. Just a tip, baby, really quick, that's a sure jab. Piercings and tattoos, get with this fat dude. Pushing ink and steel like a hurricane rat through. The ink addiction is my money, making trap shoe. Getting from a scratch and makes sense like track boots. Get your money right, I'll make your skin right. I'm a beast behind the needle and a beast behind the mic. Food for the soul and I sold the seeds. The Minnesota Menace got what you need. Needle to the flesh so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but now Tattooed and employed, the pain fills the void. People always judging like the name was Sigmund Freud. Psychoanalysis, new ink, it's addicting. Everyone I meet, opinions conflicting. Down to the tat shop, Red Wing tattoo. Everybody listen, here's a shout out at you. Lone Oak Tree, Harley Quinn and Batman. Nothing on my belly cause I'm kind of a fat man. I can sell what I do in life, you have no idea. Create a buzz around me, man, onomatopoeia. Piercings and tattoos, the song is spoke at you. It isn't no half-truth, it isn't no taboo. This is who I am, you can take it or leave it. Any goal you put in front of me, you know I'll achieve it. You can get it colored in, or even black and gray. It won't wash away, no, this ink's here to stay.
The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh, so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh, so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink.
Let me head off a question I get asked almost daily and say that I'm not making it to C80. That's not a maybe. There's no exceptions. I Kevorkian in myself before the old age sets in. Toxin taxidermy, so my ink still looks fresh. Propped up on my mic stand, displayed when I'm put to rest. Even in death, man, I show them off proudly because they say everything you need to know about me. There's no cliche. I wear my heart on my sleeve and my chest, my stomach, my legs for everyone to see. And everyone is me, not a one that means nothing. We have a tattooed president in Cardigan Junction. A function of my life that all the ink phases as a dad and employee. I'll remain amazing, and it's never changing. You can mark my words, head off another question. Yes, it fucking hurts.
The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh, so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh, so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink.
Penetrate the skin. I'ma leave my mark. I put my heart and soul into this work of art. It was a rough start coming up, but now I'm back to push an ink spot. Served like I was slinging crack rocks. Money clip matches with the ring on my short jab. Mess with mine, make your noggin ring with my short jab. $60 minimum in ink, that's a short jab. Just a tip, baby, really quick, that's a short jab. Piercings and tattoos, get with this fat dude. Pushing ink and steel like a hurricane rap through. The ink addiction is my money, making trap shoe. Getting from a scratch and makes sense like track boots. Get your money right, I'll make your skin bright. I'm a beast behind the needle and a beast behind the mic. Food for the soul and I sow the seeds. The MinnesotaMenace got what you need.
The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh, so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh, so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh, so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh, so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink.
Tattooed and employed, the pain fills the void. People always judging like the name was Sigmund Freud. Psychoanalysis, new ink, it's addicting. Everyone I meet, opinions conflicting. Down to the tat shop, Red Wing tattoo. Everybody listen, here's a shout out at you. Lone Oak Tree, Harley Quinn and Batman. Nothing on my belly cause I'm kind of a fat man. I can sell what I do in life, you have no idea. Create a buzz around me, man, onomatopoeia. Piercings and tattoos, the song is spoke at you. It isn't no half-truth, it isn't no taboo. This is who I am, you can take it or leave it. Any goal you put in front of me, you know I'll achieve it. You can get it colored in, or even black and gray. It won't wash away, no, this ink's here to stay.
The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh, so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh, so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in
Let me head off a question I get asked almost daily and say that I'm not making it to C80. That's not a maybe. There's no exceptions. I Kevorkian myself before the old age sets in. Botox and taxidermy so my ink still looks fresh. Propped up on my mic stand, displayed when I'm put to rest. Even in death, man, I show them off proudly because they say everything you need to know about me. There's no cliche. I wear my heart on my sleeve and my chest, my stomach, my legs for everyone to see. And everyone is me, not a one that means nothing. We have a tattooed president in Cardigan Junction. A function of my life that all the ink phases as a dad and employee. I'll remain amazing, and it's never changing. You can mark my words. Head off another question. Yes, it fucking hurts.
Penetrate the skin. I'ma leave my mark. I put my heart and soul into this work of art. It was a rough start coming up, but now I'm back to push an ink spot. Served like I was slinging crack rocks. Money clip matches with the ring on my short jab. Mess with mine, making I can ring with my short jab. $60 minimum in ink, that's a short jab. Just a tip, baby, really quick, that's a short jab. Piercings and tattoos, get with this fat dude. Pushing ink and steel like a hurricane rat through. The ink addiction is my money making trap shoe. Getting from a
Hi, chat.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
It's a little different now, right? So they can be like, oh,
Gloves on here.
I am so ready for some chicken wings too.
Got you addicted.
Oh my god, it's like it's on the mind a lot. A lot.
A lot?
Uh-huh.
All one word?
A lot, one word. Character.
Chicken wing, chicken wing. That's right, Zeno. Hey, guess what?
Chicken butt.
It's gonna be cold.
Actually feels good after being out in the sun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, what do we got here? Let's get some of this facial structure done. Jay with the 42 bits. Are you disappointed there isn't a special thing for 42 bits, Jay? Chad, do we need a special bit for 42 since it's the answer?
That is the answer.
Was it? I think I saw this.
Sorry, bro, bad timing. No, it didn't scare me or anything like that.
Well, you know, there it is. There's proof that we have targets for so long and for so many years. Especially people wouldn't get to think what they do to get them out of the place. Yep.
That would be kind of cool, actually. Find someone who really gives absolutely zero fucks and do a special stream where viewers can spend money to choose add aspects of the tattoo.
Man, I don't know who we'll find to do that shit, though. As fun as that idea might sound, I don't think that's a very good plan, honestly. Does she have light or dark hair?
We'll do light.
Okay.
We always said like people that are so good at, you know, this kind of stuff, like really successful philosophy or whatever. They would just do something illegal, just like help them, like fall, like successful, but instead of doing the wrong side.
Now it
what could be fun is doing a paint by numbers tattoo where chat picks colors of each region. You guys are
throwing out the idea.
If you can find the person to do that, that's like, fuck it. Color me crazy.
There was a show on MTV for a bit. I don't know if you saw it, where it would be like two people go in.
Yeah.
And they would get a tattoo done. The one person would pick one for the one person, one would pick for the other.
And it was always a problem.
There was some where it was like really good, where the people were like, "No, I love it. Like, this is awesome." But there was one where a guy went in with his female friend, and like he slept around with the guy that she kind of liked or something. And apparently she thought he was like just this big whore. And so she had him have a tramp stamp of like poop with flies flying around it.
Yep.
And basically saying like he's a dirty whore. I was like, man, that's dirty.
I saw
You
there
did
was
him
like a
dirty.
super cut on YouTube of all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get behind shows that do that kind of stuff anyways.
Right. Well, I can't believe that the tattooers were willing to do that. That's what I find messed up.
Yeah, you'll never catch me on a tattoo show.
Right.
I've turned down a couple of them now. I think they're part of the reason the industry is as fucked as it is right now. And I don't like the bullshit that they're doing, because the two times that I've been talked to about it, it was rivals, and an old apprentice wanted to go on there as rivals, and like, one, I don't need people who aren't fucking tattoo artists judging my artwork. Like, nothing against Dave Navarro, but who the fuck are you, bro? You're a collector. Like, they just got him to do that because he's a famous person.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, I hate those shows. And they set unrealistic expectations with their timelines on tattoos and stuff. Like, nope. I'm good.
God damn you, Surf.
How about Ooh in the Flame? It's already in there.
Ooh. Yeah, you just can't see it.
You guys see where I hid the dick?
That's alright. It just reminds me of that Team America thing, you know? Would you rather be a dick, a pussy, or an asshole? It's better be a dick because it fucks pussies and assholes over. Gotta have assholes in the world. You gotta have pussies. But the dicks can fuck them both over.
I never actually watched that movie.
It's actually not too bad. It's weird as hell, but at the same time, like, it's so funny because it kind of makes humor of how Americans are. Like, oh, we're it's just all about us. We don't care if we cause collateral damage somewhere else because we're saving the world, you know.
That's how we were. I feel like we've gotten better about that. I don't see the D, but I see the balls. Ruh-roh. I'm busted. can't believe that was the same girl.
Can we go in together? Yeah. Oh. I'll go first. Okay. I'm gonna come on now. Just get it over with. Straight back on the right. Or it might be the first one. That one.
J-Dub and I have been playing Fortnite Save the World. Figure we could get like you and Hammer back in and we could do some Save the World shit. They've made some changes to it. You can level up pretty high. Need more black. Did Jay disappear? Did Jay have to go back to work? Nope. Back for Blood Open Beta is back tonight too. Oh, I guess that's what we're doing tonight then. I wonder if do you know if they added anything to Back for Blood? Or is it the same levels? 'Cause if it's the same levels, I think everybody's kind of bored with it. Especially if you're not going to keep your stuff. Haven't actually loaded it up again. Somebody want to see if there's like an article or something? There's gotta be info out. Like, I can't imagine they're gonna do the open beta and not, with everything going down and then coming back up, they're not gonna make some changes to the things that were buggy before, like the disconnect issue that I keep having. Fuck. I'm not sure why I keep having it, but I feel like I'm the only one. Just Act 1? Damn, really? I guess I get why they won't release more content necessarily, but I'm still mad at Fortnite too. Yeah. Epic Games kind of fucked us on that. So for those of you who don't know, Fortnite didn't start out as a battle royale. Fortnite was this cool eldritch horror, like, this eldritch horror fucking, kind of like a tower defense where you build a base and defend it from an onslaught of enemies. Sea anemones. An onslaught of enemies. I can't even say enemies wrong when I'm trying to say it the wrong way. I'm trying to say it right though, and I'm fucking it up. And we were into it. It was a fun game. And we backed it real early. And then all of a sudden they took their backing money and they made a PUBG version. And that is the Fortnite everybody plays now. I am still fucking mad. Does the tattoo stay in black or white or getting color? We've talked about possibly putting color in it, but I think after he sees it this way, he's going to be like, no, black and white. I might be wrong. We'll see what happens.
We might see, yeah. I'm digging it. But then there's parts of me where I'm like, touches of purple and around the dragon and blue around the angel might still be kind of cool. But I'll maybe think on that more.
I think you should wear it for a while and see.
Yeah, that's kind of my plan.
What is this fucking bug? Get the fuck out of here. The bug smells your meat juices.
It says chicken. Because that's all that's going through my veins right now. Is fried chicken.
entire week when she forgot how to operate her phone, I guess. Like,
How old is she?
she's 8.
Oh my goodness.
So I guess he was like turning something on for her and she kept turning it off thinking that she'd press another button or something like that.
Yeah.
The phone was cool for her for like the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Now she don't care about it no more.
I know.
She could give a shit. And I'm like, well, damn, that's communication though, you know?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I just told her about the theater. He's like, all kids are gonna be there to these really good food.
I've forgiven No Man's Sky, but I don't think I could ever forgive Fortnite because even if they followed through now, I say they've gone too long on their bullshit.
Yeah.
They did follow through though, like they made it free and they kept on building it.
Yeah.
It's just they did it without asking us, and
I'll be bummed.
I really feel like they should have refunded the founders' money.
Yeah, man, no, yours was mine hurt.
I know. I gotta like, just don't think about it.
I try not to cross. I'm like, man, am I sitting on like a piece of
Right?
cardboard? Like, what the hell?
That's why I was running the motorcycle when I'm like finally easy out.
Dude.
I
You
gotta
know,
walk.
oh man, we did a long ride. We trailered to service. But if I can't remember how long the ride was, but it was so long where like the inner butt, like
Yeah.
right where
Yeah.
your legs there,
That hurt where it
and it
hits.
hurt
Yes, it does.
so bad to the point I didn't want to get back on the bike.
Yeah.
But it also wasn't like a touring bike. It was a fucking what do you call them? The worst, like the Sportster.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
Sportster had a bigger tank on it, like a fat but it's still it's not a comfortable
Yeah.
fucking
We
water.
have road camp. We do not have a tour bike. But I rode scooters twice.
Yeah. Long way.
Never.
Okay, we're going here, the lady.
Ever.
Like you could sit like a yeah.
Normal
Really good normal.
Yeah, the first time I thought there's no way I can do it all in one day. So we stayed overnight and I could have. I was like, now we're just stuck in this little house, we booked it and we gotta stay there. And then the second time we actually,
What is it, 10 hours?
9, 10, 10 maybe. You have to stop and get gas every time you can stop and get gas, basically.
Right.
And, oh God.
Right.
I watch those ball drunk signs and read them the whole time.
Yeah.
And I'd get off and I gotta do the walk.
Oh man.
and,
Yeah.
You know, and it was so loud that you can't even talk to each other.
Yeah.
It's like so windy, and your legs would keep like blowing like
Right?
this.
Yeah.
Like we either one of us could really walk the next day, you know?
Right.
Yeah. And I think that's the year we bought like one of these little trailer things we pulled our shit behind it, camp and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And so that thing was like making this weird noise against the tailpipe, you know, the metal hitting it. It was awful. I'm like, never. And then the third year, his son went, he's like, or the next time we went, his son went, he's like, really wanna ride, Dad? I go, ride all you want. I'm riding in a car and I'll follow you.
Right.
You know, and then he goes, well, that now, because his son didn't have a very newer bike, an older
Okay.
bike. He's like, then we have that in case. I go, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll smoke and drink coffee and have the radio on. Any
Thank
day.
you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's to feel better.
Never.
Really.
I want to bring my shit out there, like it sucks, you don't have all the
New
stuff.
spot.
Tickle spot.
Yeah.
Like, put it
Yeah,
in
yeah,
small
you only got,
space.
right.
It sucks. A lot of people just ship their stuff out there.
So you going on the back then? You're not on the back?
I rode back twice.
Oh no, but did you say your son wanted to go?
No, his son went and rode his own bike.
Oh,
and Dave
okay.
rode.
Alright, so
Yeah.
that was really
No, I got a
fun.
trailer. I
Okay.
pulled a trailer in case
Okay.
he
Alright.
popped out or
Okay.
something happened to his bike.
Okay.
No, that would be weird.
I
Dave
know,
had-
that's why I
Dave's son.
was picturing in my head, I'm
Yeah.
like, that's like, anytime I see two dudes on a bike,
Yeah.
I just lose
But
like,
it's
it's just so
super
funny.
funny. Yeah.
I just think of Dumb and Dumber on the scooter.
Oh, for
like,
sure. Like people do research for their riding from A to B
Yeah.
sometimes, but yeah, it's kind of weird. No, Dave picked up his son one time and he was doing like community service work for some kind of thing. Dave was on a certain round, pull up there on the bike and get on it. And it was hilarious. Like his son's like, I'm sitting backwards with you. I'm not sitting. Like, they were in Minnetonka, like you gotta ride all the way home, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna go embarrass it. You know, with all these so-called cool kid guys doing community service work. It was stupid shit, you know.
Tickle.
Mm-hmm.
So much stupid shit. Yesterday, my mom and I drove out to Maple Grove to go to a couple shops, and
gotten really,
Yeah.
with this whole, pandemic
There's like no
thing,
rules for anything
the
anymore.
driving has really gotten out of fucking control.
Out of control.
And that's not, I see a couple of those dudes doing over 100.
They said it.
A bunch, man, like, it's like, no, they don't care.
No.
Yeah, but they also don't care if they're gonna kill anybody
No.
else, because.
Gotta go now. Have fun. Bye bye. Bye bye, Zeno baby.
Yep. No. So we're more like, yeah, I'm not really big on a freeway or a highway, obviously, and I don't want to go. If it's super busy, I don't want to ride a whole bunch of other bikes. It's too scary. It's like one. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't. It's not as fun as it used to be. It's fun once in a while. Like we'll just go and little places to ride and relax.
Yeah.
Like when we went to Wisconsin, it's nice because we left at like 11 o'clock on a Wednesday. Thursday night. Yeah, like on Thursday, and we rode, and we stayed overnight, and we rode back. We came all the way around through Stillwater and back road. So that's not so bad.
Yeah.
But don't pay attention anymore. Anything. I don't know.
No, I actually seen, before I moved out here, I was, of course, there's a big group of shock sockets, and you know how they roll.
Oh my God.
They don't ride as a group, they
Yeah,
all
they're all
leave in and out
leaders, yeah.
all the time. I've never seen
Right.
one group of them stay in a group.
No.
It's always but anyways, it was like, probably like 8 dudes and one chick. And they're all bobbing and weaving, and they got so far ahead, and, well, the chick ran straight into the fucking Union Wall.
No.
Like, not straight, but obviously,
Yeah.
she didn't gauge, you know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
that's not how, you know what I
Did she
mean?
go flying up on it?
I try to keep my eye in the rear view because this is a highway where, just like 35, people are going 90, you know what I mean? And you can't, I'll cause an accident if it's not, they're fucking way, they didn't even notice until all of a sudden,
Oh my God.
somebody must have looked like, hey, wait, and I'm like, gosh, I hope you get help me, I really call 911, but I figured they already seen it, I'm sure
Right.
it's,
Oh my God.
that was crazy. I didn't see more of that
Right.
because it's,
Menace, did you ever get your leg apron thing? I'm wearing it. I'm wearing a full-on Gore-Tex apron now. Everybody I talked to that was like, yeah, I'm gonna make you an apron, or I got it, whatever. I was like, I got money, let's do this. Everybody was like, yeah, I'll do it and I'll get a hold of you. And nobody ever did, so I bought one. I tried to keep it in-house because I know so many makers, but the makers were all busy doing other shit, I guess. I could only wait so long for that, This is a much larger tattoo than you first thought? Yeah. I waited for that reveal.
it started raining by 9 going home yesterday. So, I don't know what the fuck she's doing in this van looking thing she's driving. But she kept swerving in the gravel to the right. And we're going like, 60, 70 on 70. And then...
Like lightning striking Tanner's butt. Well, that's where the thunder comes from.
Shut up. Imagine that, you guys. Tanner made a fart joke.
Right. Never.
Ever.
Fly out her window.
He
Like,
wouldn't.
Threw a water bottle and it just like, whatever.
Yeah.
I fucking rolled over it. She threw a whole thing
crack
of
of
ashtray
thunder.
out and I wanted to kick her ass. Yeah, wanted to kick her fucking ass.
Oh,
I wanted to.
who does that?
Do that? Oh my gosh, I was so upset.
I have not, I can't even believe it.
I was so upset. Like, I was whispering obscenities under my breath. Like,
I was just gonna say the same thing. Thunder from down under.
the world's not your trash can, right? I wish I would have to use a piece of paper to like pass it, go in front of her, and let it go and hope it flies in her windshield and says something like that, you know?
Yeah, it's like so gross. Like just think that someone's doing that in
You
this day and age.
can't just wait till you get to the gas station or home.
I mean, like, what is the
Put
reason that
the
you're doing
butts
that? What is the reason?
in a fucking garbage can. Put them in a water bottle, dude. Don't you know what I mean? I put them in liquid and then throw the bottle away.
That's like so.
How you holding up there, bud? You're getting a little quiet.
Yeah, I'm doing good. It's just still kind of raw in some spots. I'm like, but
If it becomes like a lot,
uh huh.
we can always pick this up another day too.
Okay.
Like all I'm doing at this juncture
Mhm.
is working on the lightning.
Having her know that like
Well, what's all left exactly? Just the lightning?
in the middle of this.
Yeah, but I mean,
Not like that, it's just like,
if we take a look at what I'm doing with the lightning,
Uh huh.
like everything's got to get blended on the outside, and then the blend has to come out some. So I'm setting it all up,
Right.
and this is still gonna take a while.
Well, if anything, I mean, we'll keep going. If anything, if you're cool with it, maybe take a break again at
it's the way.
some point, and then just keep going at it.
I'm cool with breaks whenever. That's
Yeah,
on you.
okay.
Well, I definitely can't.
I just don't know if you got stuff later today or what's all.
My next appointment is at 5.
Okay.
I don't know what time it is right now.
It's 4:40.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Nope. I guess we'll get as far as we can before my cousin gets here.
So it started 3 small fires. And finally Liz got sick of it, took it to the dumpster and was like, fuck this thing. And it's like, what happened to this whole thing? He's like, well dude, people keep lighting it on fire, so it's really like a fucking fire.
It's not doing what it's for. It's not what
Yeah,
it's for.
yeah, and people are treating like a garbage can. They're lazy.
Yeah, they will work out.
Yeah, they are stupid, but
Stupid.
probably more so, yeah. Stupid lazy.
Yeah.
Where they're gonna start a small,
I know, I mean,
Building
do you do
fire.
that at home? Just this stuff, that's what I was wondering.
man, I bet they don't even throw shit out at home. I
Right.
bet that's what's up, cause I feel like I'm the only one in my household to throw shit out when it's fucking garbage, dude. And I'm like, what are y'all garbage hoarders? Like, what's wrong with you?
Oh my gosh.
It's literally an arm's length away. So
You never know when you're gonna need that candy wrapper.
yeah. It's such a pet peeve, man. It is such a pet peeve. Empty water bottle just sitting around. Fucking get rid of it.
I was saving that water bottle.
Yeah. You fucking look at that like 5,000 times, like, ah. I just wanted
It
to throw
means
out.
something to me.
Do you know where that water bottle came from?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The package in the fridge.
The what?
The package in the fridge.
Okay.
That's where it came from.
That's where it came from.
That's great. Cool story, bro.
That's great.
She's like, I don't get it. Shut up.
Wow, my water also coming from there. Crazy.
That's not special to you?
You're special, alright.
Hey, whoa, hi, hey. Yeah,
How special I can't say.
I'm streaming. Please don't make me look bad in front of the viewers.
Oh my god.
I do that all by myself.
That's impossible. I'm sure you'd have some witty, smart-ass remarks. You have to come back at me.
What?
You know,
I would never.
Fucking surf. You'll need to be lightning fast to do this lightning.
What's that?
Surf, you need to be lightning fast to do this lightning.
Oh, I'm not gonna rush it. Like, if we don't get it all done today, we don't get it all done today. Like, the majority of it is done, so. Like, the rest of it's just working on the lightning.
You know what I mean? But, oh my god, like 2021 people. I guess people went crazy on it. Whereas I thought it was, you know, I get it, but I also like, come on. They didn't mean that, obviously, but yeah, they kind of got a lot of backlash on social media for it. And I went to show my mom the shirt.
We help make you look bad, and sometimes we want to clip it. I mean, yeah, fuckers.
You know, your pickled or you know maybe like you know what I mean? Seasoned, like you know, maybe not using the word like.
But in case you guys missed it when we were talking about it earlier, or you came in later, we actually, this bolt of lightning is a photo that Tanner took. Why don't you tell the story of why you do that again? Because I'm sure there's different people in here now than there were before.
Yeah, so
Not like you are a moron, but like don't be one. No, yes.
yeah, so I wanted to get lightning down my back because I was struck 19 years ago
So lame.
on August 15th, so in 2 days it'll be 19
Holy
years ago.
shit, what? You didn't
Yeah.
tell me that.
Yeah, two days from now it'll be 19 years ago. And for those that didn't hear it before, like I was saying, I was at work. I worked at the international airport, and it was just one of those random morning pop-up storms, and lightning was striking really close to the airport. And what we're supposed to do is, if it's within 10 miles, you shut the fuel system down for at least 15 minutes. You know, if there's another bolt, say at like 14 minutes and 59 seconds, they keep the ramp shut down for an additional 15 minutes then. And it was striking super close to our fuel farm. So I was driving in, and I was going to go in and tell them, like, you know, shut the fuel system down. That lightning's, like, extremely close. And so I parked my truck, and as I'm running in, all the hair stood up on my arms and legs and neck and whatnot. And the thought of, oh, fuck, came through my head, but really didn't finish that thought. And it got clocked on the top of the head. Obviously really hard, and I blacked out, didn't fall over or nothing. Came to, still standing, but everything was hurting, just sore as could be. So I go in and I tell my supervisor that, you know, hey, I just got struck by lightning, and they didn't believe it. Luckily, coworker saw it happen. So my coworker was able to vouch that, yeah, I was in fact struck by lightning. And so the ambulance was called out, and
I can't believe they didn't believe you.
I know,
So fucked up.
right? Like, I'm just making this up, you know, for no reason.
That's a super fantastic story.
Right? You know, cool story, bro. Whatever. So the ambulance was called out, and my EKG was messed up, so they hospitalized me for a night. And when they tried calling my mom, they could get a hold of her. So they got a hold of my cousin, and my cousin was trying to tell my mom, you know, Tanner's in the hospital, he got struck by lightning, and she didn't believe him until he
That's
finally
such
said,
a
like,
weird thing,
right? Like, why would I call you out of the blue to tell you Tanner got struck by lightning? And so she finally came, and they kept me for a day, and everything kind of cleared up, but with an added heartbeat now. And that's one thing I forgot to say last time. So I did go out and buy a Powerball ticket the next day, and I didn't win, of course, right? But I did used to like to joke around with my friends all the time because I ended up getting my pilot's license like 6 years later, and everyone's like, I don't know, I don't trust small airplanes, and I'd be like, oh, you have a better chance of being struck by lightning than being in an airplane crash.
That's fucked up,
and they would
dude.
just look at me like, who the fuck are you to say that? So, that was always my joke with them.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I think the better question is how many people would actually lie about being struck by lightning, right? And it was kind of funny because I think it was, well, not funny, but a year or two later, 3 construction workers actually got struck out at the airport too because a storm popped up and they were working on the ramp.
Probably in the same area.
A little bit of a different area, but yeah, it was working on concrete and storm popped up and bam, all 3 of them got taken down. No injuries though or anything like that, so.
I wonder if they believed him then.
Right.
That's such fucking shit, dude, honestly. I'd be mad as fuck if I was like, yo, I just got struck by lightning, and they were like, no, you didn't.
Nope, get back to work. And then if something would have happened out on the ramp or whatever, yeah, I was pissed. I like kept trying to tell him, no, I think you just got startled by the thunder. Like I didn't even hear the goddamn thunder because it got hit on the goddamn top of the head.
Did the manager on duty like apologize or anything?
No.
Really?
Nope. One of them actually kept trying to deny it. It didn't happen. You didn't get hit. It's like, well, I think the medical, like the EKG says otherwise, and the person who actually saw it happen says otherwise.
You're lucky somebody saw it.
Yeah.
But I mean, luck is a fucking relative thing in this situation, I guess.
Yeah.
You're lucky somebody saw it. You're really unlucky that you got struck by fucking lightning.
I don't know. Yeah, it's unlucky, but at the same time, I like it's a fun story, right?
Yeah,
you know
but
what
I mean,
I say I got hit by lightning.
I mean, was there pain? Like what?
I mean, like I said, it was the actual hit. Like I said, it felt like someone punched me so hard in the top of the head, but I blacked out from it, so I don't know if I felt anything else aside when I came to, of like the whole body just being extremely stiff. And so I'm like saying, like, think about it as if you were lifting weights like lifting weights and doing bench presses and leg presses and did it for like 24 hours straight, and your body's just like can't handle anymore. That's what it was like.
That's just fucking crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, I've been through some shit, but I never been hit by fucking lightning. You think the dragon is good or bad? Wait, what? Is there something wrong with the dragon? What are you talking about?
That fucking dragon is wicked as hell. God, I can't wait to finish this thing up. It's gonna look so dope.
I think we're gonna call it here, buddy.
Yeah, I think we're good there too.
I got a little more of this to do, and then the shading around it. I'd like to put some white in here.
Okay.
But I suppose what we can do is you can wear this like this for a while, see what you think, and then when the time comes to add to it and do the touch-ups and stuff, you can tell me if you want to add color or not.
Okay. No, like, should I be waiting a certain time to finish it up? Like, should it be like 2 weeks, or is it something where I can even come in next week? Or
Gotta be a month.
a month? Okay.
Yeah. Like, technically, I could start working on this stuff in probably 2 weeks. But I don't want to just start this, work for a half hour,
Right.
and then be done. Like, let's
Right.
get it. We got a respectable amount of work done on it.
Yeah, we
today.
did. Like, we got the main portion of it, and that looks.
It was pretty fun. It was
so
fun to
damn cool.
design too. A little, it was difficult to try and like make it the yin yang, but once I figured out how to do it, like it flowed perfectly.
Yeah, like I said, it's so much better than what I was expecting. Like I said, the 2 ideas that I showed you, I was not feeling them at all. But it was
Well,
like
they were kind of weird
it
and
was
basic.
right, and it was like the base start of like, here's what I like, but I knew you could come up with something. And the way this looks, it's just, it's way better than I could have expected or imagined.
It was a good time. I think we done good, sir.
Yeah.
Hi, Kick. I need to start thinking before I speak. What did I do? Or what did I miss? Ugh. I've gotten good at scaring Bina. I scared Bina last night.
What are you guys doing to her? Or them?
Bina is my brother's girl, and she's pretty jumpy. I like to play like Phasmo with her and stuff like that because it's a haunted house game. And she jumps, but she's just fun. Like literally, that's the best way I can describe it. She's fun to play these games with because she does
Full on freak out?
Yeah, she's very responsive to the external stimuli.
That's great.
She, her, what?
Because I originally said she, and I was like, or them. See,
I missed. Oh,
yeah.
yeah. She is right.
I knew a girl named Bina growing up, so I kind of automatically went to she.
But you're correct. But that's not very common. That's why she made eyes just now. Like what? He's gonna go right down your crack, bro.
Ooh.
Sorry. Stop. Knock it off. Behave.
They don't see what's going right down.
They can't see it either, too. So like, I'm safe. I'm not gonna get TOS'd by Twitch for that one.
It's awesome.
That's funny. Sorry, Twitch. You can find the behind the scenes at our OnlyFans.
The behind the scenes, get it? It's got a double meaning.
Oh god. That's I didn't even catch that. I was probably gonna weep a little bit, but I put a paper towel at the base.
Alright.
Leave this on for 3 hours.
Yep. Oh, it's gonna feel like a lovely sunburn in the wind tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
Thankfully, I don't really have to do anything with my back. Just as long as I don't, like, land on the net weird at one point.
That's gotta be fun, though.
Oh my god, it's the best thing.
Like, I wouldn't mind doing that. I think it's probably the only way I'll be able to experience it now with my heart.
You should come in sometime.
I probably will, honestly.
I would definitely love to get you flying in there.
It'd be fun. Alright, do me a favor and stand up. I've seen DMCA. What? Fucking TOS should be a valid emote. I know, I don't know why it's not. Is that... Can you move? Does that feel like it's coming off?
Over here it stretches if I go this way.
So
I don't know how much I'll be doing that. I guess it should be in the car. Shouldn't be doing that in the car.
and this is only for the next 3 hours.
Right.
All right. I think we got it.
Sweet.
Should we say goodbye to chat?
I've like
We're gonna do one of these
There
here.
you go.
Chat. We're leaving. We're done. We did it.
Thanks, guys. I had the
Hi.
Bluetooth in. It looks stupid.
I'm Tanner. Nice to meet you.
pretty tall, like, I have pretty long legs, so just say what
No, not even close.
Oh, yeah.
Cool shit that you did last time. Gotta show
Okay.
this shit.
All right.
Look at the cool stuff you did last time.
That's the paratrooper that we did on stream not that long ago.
Yeah, I love that too. All right. Yeah, thanks guys for coming in and being a part of it. We
Thanks
gotta
for- yeah,
get
for
the
real.
second half in next
Heck,
time.
who was that?
I
All right, guys.
seen that too, actually.
Free Tanner's nipples. We're not gonna raid anybody. I might slam a host at someone, but I'm gonna close down the stream real quick here. So thank you very much, and I'll catch you tonight. We'll probably be playing Back for Blood, I think.
Black and gray, it won't wash away. No, this ink's here to stay. The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh, so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink. The body and the mind is hard on your soul. Needle to the flesh, so the feelings show. Pain is the essence, but not what you think. Reclaim a rite of passage when we get in some ink.
Let me head off a question I get asked almost daily and say that I'm not making it to C80. That's not a maybe. There's no exceptions. I Kevorkian myself before the old age sets in. Toxin taxidermy, so my ink still looks fresh. Propped up on my mic stand, displayed when I'm put to rest. Even in death, man, I'll show 'em off proudly because.